Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's session of Curse of Strahd. Bad news, there's no Baka tonight because Baka's working the Christmas shifts, I guess, at his job, and he's all tuckered out, which is very understandable because Ginji will be doing the same thing probably like tomorrow. So I'll forgive him this one time. Aside from that, just to follow all the socials and whatever. And the other announcement that we have today is that this will be the last session of the year. There will be no Curse of Strahd next week because the premiere day for that would be like the 21st, I think, which is a little too close to Christmas. So we will not be playing again until I think the 11th or something of next month. Hold on, I'm checking my calendar right now.
Stay tuned to the Discord for updates.
The 4th, maybe? No. The 4th or the 11th, I don't remember. But stay tuned to the Discord because that will be where we talk about it. So, yeah. I mean, that's about it, right? I don't think I have anything else to say. So, before we jump in and we do the recap, we are in the unique position of Baka not being here. And so for today's question, I want everyone to guess how much money Gar is currently holding in gold. And whoever gets the closest will pick someone to do the recap.
1,200.
245.
245 for me, or
512.
512 for Grizz.
700.
Okay, the correct total, I don't know if I should say this, is 307 gold. So
Damn, that's way off.
You were
I was like, where the hell y'all come up with these numbers? We don't got that much money.
So you can pick who does the recap today, Mule.
It was only gold. We weren't counting silver turned into gold.
Gar does not have any other currency listed down.
I was counting all
Drogden had
items that he
had like 1,000 silver on him.
That's a really good point, Grizz. You still only guessed 500 gold. 1,000 silver would be what? Like 100 gold.
A couple hundred gold.
So if we say that you guessed 412. Then
I said
Mule would
512.
still be closer. Yeah, but if we take away 100 for the extra silver.
It doesn't matter. I'm just being a
I
smart
was
guy.
counting all of his valuables.
I think I remember last week we embarked on a
Liquidated.
mission to figure out a way to always make Equa do it. So Equa, can you do the recap?
Sure. Okay. So this is what happened last time. We started with Gar and Lauren trying to not get petrified by the cockatrice, and that took up the first, I think, hour and a half of our session. At the end of which, nothing really changed. You just got a new cage for Bernadette. You learned about a new quest from Erwin, who is one of the family members who run the Blue Water Inn, and he said that a shipment of wine had been delayed, and he wanted you guys to go investigate it if you could. And then after you guys were all wrapped up in the inn, Tia and Malin went to go to the Arisec stockyard, that's what it is, and buy some stuff, some crossbows and some bolts, and you found Octavio there, and Octavio was talking to you about how he had to go see his friend, the toy maker, and he talked to you about, bard stuff. And then you guys left there, and as you were going back to the church where the other group was, you were being tailed by some weird mousy guy who said, "Oh, hey, there's a lady in town who wants to talk to you guys about a potential thingy that she wants to talk to you about." And you were like, "Oh, okay. Can we go meet up with our friends first before we, go do that?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess, whatever." So you guys made your way back to the church, and at the church, Gar and Alaren sort of hanging around, and Roderick had a conversation with Father Lucian. That's where we left off. So,
You didn't mention my crossbow.
you got a new crossbow.
Thank you.
So, as Tia and Malin walk back to church, crossbow in hand,
Shoot the guy behind me.
Was there anything that Roderick or Lauren you wanted to wrap up in church before the other guys get there?
I think Garfantis and I were just like sitting in the main area while Roderick had gone back with Father Lausian, which I think y'all were gonna like talk about something, right? That didn't get to fit in the last one.
Yeah, but I realized we kind of, I mean, the information that I got, it's, I mean, that kind of encompasses it anyways, right? What we talked about for the most part.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
Gotcha.
it's not a big deal.
Does everyone know more about the damn Pumpkin King now?
I mean, Roderick does. Roderick doesn't. Grizz does.
Aha, I see.
Well, Roderick does. You said Roderick knew all this stuff, right?
Roderick already knew it already.
Okay.
Only Grizz has just learned some new things in the past week. Yeah, so this is what I will say. Alarin, you go find a pew with Gar and sit down. You see his big Loxodon ass hit the wood, and the wood.
It's a meaty ass.
Yeah. It's big and chunky. Even that is rippled and scarred from various bites and slashes of people in his backstory. And as you guys just sit there and you know, enjoy the serenity that comes with the sort of break from the dark and dismal nature of Barovia. You kind of look over and you see Gar kind of like nodding off.
Okay.
To the right of you.
We did tell him last session that he should try to like I think we told him to like try to feel out this thing, right? Like we told him like to sleep on it or something essentially, right? To like investigate it more, to try to reach out. That's the right thing.
Yeah, to kind of try and focus on that.
Oh yeah.
So this makes sense. This works. And then like him staying here, make like we can have Lucian look over him during it. So I might tell Lucian to do that.
Yeah, but that's what you see, Lauren.
Oh. Yeah. He'll recognize that it's been quite a couple days, and just kind of look over him, make sure he's okay as he drifts off. Looking out for any strange oddities.
Yeah, make a perception check. Perception or medicine, I guess, if you wanted to do that.
Oh, they're both the same. So I'll do perception. That's a 13.
Yeah, I mean, there's a general kind of sense of lethargy around him. He's definitely not feeling himself, but you knew that already from waking up in the night that he had. He's certainly not feeling great, and is probably in need of another rest.
We'll find out how to deal with this. You rest now.
As he's just kind of like bowing his head down, the trunk is falling limp in front of him. Yeah, at about this point, I'll say, Roderick, you and Father Lucian exit the the storage room.
Just kind of give Father Lucian a look, like, and kind of looking at Gar as if hopefully him understanding, like, keep an eye on him.
Yeah, you have more of a stronger connection to Lucian, so he kind of like picks up on what you're putting down, and he says, "Right, so this one, I assume, is going to stay here while we try and figure out this connection, yeah? Well, I'm happy to do this. Please be wary of the other one. As you said, it appears that one of your compatriots is feeling worse than the other."
Right.
Oh, Father Lucian. Or wait, Lucian or Laucian?
Lucian.
Lucian.
Lucian, okay. So, Garfantis is quite tired, but also I do understand that he does have a corpse strapped to his back. Would there be would there be a better place for him to rest that might not scare off your patrons?
Well, if you are looking to get the, put the corpse to rest, may I recommend that we do actually have a graveyard outside, and rather than carrying it around everywhere.
Always a fresh hole.
Well, I guess if I was able to get in touch with his father, I could always come back and dig him up later. I guess that would be a good idea. It's safekeeping.
My boy, we are not a storage unit for dead people. This is a graveyard.
Well, you see, his father is some sort of spirit of the forest and whatnot, and I think there's a possibility we could bring him back.
Might I recommend finding a more non-religious place for that then? For this is a place to say your final goodbyes. We try to keep our dead at rest.
We would at least put him in the storage so he doesn't scare the people coming to pray.
You are insistent on keeping him here?
I'm not dragging him around on an adventure.
Yeah, the only one who could carry him consistently was Garfantis.
How long would you like to keep this body here, Roderick?
It's important to them, so once Gar here wakes up, I'm sure he'd be willing to sling him over his shoulder again.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's good. That is a 22 total.
Well, I think in order for your friend to feel better, we might have to deal with this nightmare problem that he's having, but for now, we may keep your corpse in the storage room, I suppose. I will tell the boys not to go in there.
I've seen worse.
Okay. So Alarn will like start untying Trogdon and like grab his legs. Can someone show me where the storage room is? And start dragging him through the church.
Make an athletics check for me, Alara.
I'm gonna grab the legs.
And you can also make one too.
Okay, let's go. I have a +0 on these. Oh, that's a 7.
Oh, 19 total.
Yeah, Alarin's not helping you at all. You kind of just take the legs and start dragging him along, and Gar kind of like shifts out of it for a second. He's like, "I got it," and he picks him up by the like hands while you're carrying the legs and just whacks him down in the storage room.
Now that you're awake, you should come with us, Gar.
No, I don't think I will.
And don't forget to feed Bernadette.
Oh, fuck that bird.
Okay.
Hey, Equa, is dynamic lighting on or something?
Should not be on this one.
Okay.
Nope, not on this map.
All right. PC's being funny.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go hang out with Arena, I guess. Bye, you guys. And just waltzes off into, inviting himself into the room that Arena is staying in with the other.
Do an elephant noise, Equa.
That's the
Much
best,
better than your wolf.
Thank you. It's not hard.
Can't do that.
We probably just wait for the other two to show up, right?
Speak of the devil. Pow.
We've come at an impasse. Neither Tia nor I wish to enter this church. I'll go in if Tia, would you like to come into the church? I know you obviously hate these types of places, but
Well,
as long as you don't believe, it shouldn't really matter.
I mean, I personally, I can walk into church anytime I want to. It's just rather not. But I mean, if you want to go in, and by all
I mean,
means.
I'll be going in, and I'd rather feel more comfortable with you with me.
Oh, I'm
instead
sure
of
you'll be
alone with
perfectly
this
fine.
man that could just snatch you up at any given time and take you to this Fiona lady.
She looks at the man and says, "I guess you gotta make a decent point. Sure, I'll accompany you in."
You're not welcome because you are creeping us the fuck out. Just wait out here.
I don't want to go in. He's like 40 feet back.
Tia's
Oh.
fur gets skinned off of her body as she enters the church. Her fur.
You'll see punting on naked kitty into the street.
Flaming
yeah.
ball
Turns into
behind
a-
her as she walks.
Hairless. One of those freaky cats.
I'm Mr. Bigglesworth. Okay, yeah, we come in.
Yeah, you see everyone but Gar there.
Oh, hello everyone. How are things here in this illustrious church of virtues that I do not agree with?
Oh, Garfantis is going to communicate with the pumpkin demon in his dreams.
Wild.
How about you?
We have a weird man that was following us. I got the jump on him, and apparently this Fiona lady requests our appearance, and it doesn't seem like she wants to wait.
Pushy nobles.
Do we know who Lady Fiona is?
You probably do. Roll a history check just to make sure.
I whip out my lute and played the Princess Fiona song from Strahd.
It's a 7.
Bird
7.
explodes outside trying to whistle with me.
Lady Fiona. Lady Fiona itself doesn't ring a bell, but you imagine there's a last name to that.
Right. Did she mention what she wanted?
No, she just wants to see us. Is that Father Lucian right there? Or Lucian, or whatever his name is?
He turns around. Yes.
Yes, do you know anything about Lady Fiona? I have to metagame with the NPCs because we can't roll well on the dice.
You rolled a 7.
Oh, shit!
Does she have a surname?
Hold on. I'll stick my head out the church. Hey, yes, Creep Boy. What is Fiona's last name?
Did they agree to come?
I mean, it's considered. We're considering it, but what's her last name?
He kind of looks around at the fact that you're just shouting out into the open when he's trying to be sly
Hey, it's
about
not my fault that you want to stand 40 feet away. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
He just kind of goes and starts walking into the church. Yeah, he just pops his head around the corner and says, "If you would like to come with me, Lady Fiona Vactor would like to speak with you."
Lady Fiona Vector, say it really loud in the church.
Lady Fiona Vactor? What? I rolled a 7, so I'm assuming that still doesn't ring a bell, so.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
surname.
She's not a hard figure to know in this place, or to know of.
She seems
makes two of
unimportant.
us.
Probably not worth going. I rolled a 6. Probably
Oh,
not important. Let's go do something else today.
I mean, we can always get the wine for the innkeeper.
What does she want?
And
She would like to talk to you about the potential job offer.
How much does it pay?
I'm
Go
not
straight to
here
business.
to negotiate for her. If you would like to hear about it, you may come with me and we will go to her house.
Well, we are short on cash.
Not
We don't have
really.
cash. We don't have cash here in this realm. We use
Everything
coin.
is so expensive here.
Yes, I bought this crossbow and it was 5 times over market value.
My oh my, what kind of racket are they running here?
I think we should go straight to the source. We should hit up the Vistani next time. Maybe they'll give us a better deal.
Where is the Barovia Business Board? Or Bureau?
The BBB is, they've got their hands full.
He kind of just and just leaves the doorway of the church.
We should probably go see what that's about, though, because this guy was creeping me and Tia the fuck out by following us. Luckily, Tia spotted him. I had no idea we were being tailed.
Right.
Well, yes, that makes sense.
Are
Oh,
you
I
good
see
at
what you're
tracking
doing.
tails because you have 2 of them?
No. I personally, I don't find that joke too humorous.
No, I'm being serious. Like, I don't
Well-
have a tail, so I'm
well, no,
very
well,
ignorant
the
if I'm being followed.
Well, the answer is no, but as we say in the Feywild, that joke is a bit cringe. So
Oh, yes. We say that here too. I always wondered what that meant.
No
A
cap.
bunch of arsees who are like, yo, that shit's lit, son.
I dab.
Like the Zoomer fucking lingo. On
From
cap,
a
on
pre-holiday fuck about episode.
Yo, high key, dude. Yeah, that's what
For-
the fact is.
Right, I
Oh,
guess
God.
we could go see what you wanted. Wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, Tia, you don't want to be in here any longer than you have to be, so.
no, I've overstayed my welcome.
May the
Your
morning
worship
lord
here, Morning Lord.
shine upon you.
Who the
She
hell is the
laughed.
Morning Lord?
Lathander. I remember that.
Anyway, is that a deity for alcohol?
Probably.
I would much
Roll,
love to
roll,
learn.
roll a religion check, Malin.
I got a, let's see, I got a 14 on the die. Religion. I'm not very big on religion, I don't think. I got a +1, so 15.
Yeah. Yes, sir. There is. There is not a deity.
Oh man.
There's a patron saint of wine and other alcoholic spirits, according to the Forgotten Realms wiki.
Hell yeah, that's my patron saint. That's my patron. I'm a warlock now.
It's Saint Dionysus, who is a patron saint of Ilmater, who is the god of pain.
Oh,
and
that's
suffering.
fitting. That is fitting. Let's leave this. I'll remember that and go, ooh, and I just walk out the door.
Anyway.
Lauren will follow. Oh, thank you, Father Lucian. Keep an eye out on them. Make sure no the hags come and eat his brain or anything.
I will try my hardest. In the meantime, I may recommend you trying to figure out where these last hags will be popping back into existence, so that you may end it once and for all.
Will do. And he'll briskly walk out.
So you guys all leave the church.
Yeah.
Catching up with the Weasley man himself outside.
What was his name? Did he tell us his name?
I don't remember if he did.
Hey, bud, what's your name, by the way?
I wouldn't worry about it for right now.
Oh. That's odd because I'm worried about it.
Don't
Right
be.
now?
And he begins leading you down this way. Actually, no, you know what? He wouldn't go straight down there. He would go right here, and then he'd go up along the lesser traveled streets as he would, because he's a bit of a shifty guy.
I uncork my wine, take some sips, and then I hand it to Lauren.
Lauren will take some sips and say, and I thought I had low charisma. This guy's something else. And he'll hand it back.
And so you guys arrive at this house. It's it's a big house, to its credit. It's decently big, but it just looks sad and depressing. You kind of see this low-hanging roof and these stone walls covered with moss and like a little bit of like mold and mildew that has seeped in with some of the vegetation that's beginning to creep into the cracks. The phrase that it says in the book is, as you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become. Anyway, I think I have a map of it. Do I have a map of it? Graphics performance notification. It's not just you, Ginge.
I knew it wasn't
Maybe
me.
it's
I'm
the
like, dang.
site.
It is the site. Let me turn off dynamic lighting here. So, he walks straight up to the front door and gives a brief couple of raps on it. You hear this kind of doof, doof, doof before... Does she have a servant? I think she probably does have a servant.
It's not him.
Before you hear footsteps come to the door and this heavy, like, you know, like one of those, like, big, like, brass knockers?
Yeah.
That he uses that kind of sells into place in the door. And I will say, standing in the doorway is a man that you recognize, Malin. You haven't spoken to this guy before, but you just recognize his face because you've seen him in the Blue Water Inn a fair amount. In fact, you see him there pretty much every day.
It's weird. I've only been there twice.
Every day that you're there. And he's there the whole daytime with another dude. This is the ground floor right here.
See nothing.
Oh, yeah,
Hold
we're
on.
still on the
Yeah,
it's on the
Velocity
map.
page.
Yeah, that's intentional, you guys.
Okay.
It's fucking...
No.
Shit's hard, all right?
The way you worded it, it sounded like we were
As if
supposed
it's,
to
if it's
be
a
seeing
high
it.
protein diet.
No, it's because I have to fucking make sure that you guys don't see all the people inside and all of the, you
There's
know...
other people inside.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's a trap. We're not.
Uh-oh.
Let's turn
Weapons out.
around.
We're gonna
Everybody,
leave.
turn
so many
around.
people inside. They're all threatening, and they're definitely not non-combatants at all. Okay.
I go in, spell swing, and just.
So, this is where you guys are on this one. Let me get your tokens. Man, I really should have done this beforehand, but I didn't because I'm...
What about my tokens? Hey.
There's no such thing as a tokant, Tommy.
Oh.
Fucking loser. I still don't know where Roderick went. Fucking, you know what, Roderick? Just fucking... Fuck you, dude.
You're Drogden again.
Coming in late and shit. Fuck you. Okay. For intents and purposes, this is where you guys are. Right there.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is where you are. And I will add Roderick's token when I figure it out.
All right.
There's so much shit. Anyway, I think that's the front door. Fucking book. Piece of shit.
What a weird house design if that's the front door.
It is the front door. Yeah, isn't it weird? It's so fucking weird. Anyway, the guy comes to the door and he looks tired as shit, right? Big bags under his eyes. Looks to be maybe like early 20s to mid 20s, sort of. You know, of what would normally be decent upkeep, but right now is perhaps a little unhygienic.
Stinky.
And he kind of says, "Yeah, what do you want?" And the guy speaks up and he says, "We have a meeting with the Lady Fiona."
I played
He's
my
like-
lead.
Oh, okay. Wait here. And he closes it back, and you hear some muffled shouts from inside. Who has a pass? You know what? Anyone who wants to try and eavesdrop, roll perception check.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
it. I
let's
got a
do
high
it.
perception,
Yeah.
so I'll roll.
I rolled.
Oh, 19.
Be time to get the bad rolls
I
out
rolled
of the
a
way.
9.
18.
19.
Yep, 12. I knew it.
0 to 12. So Roderick and Alarin with 18 and the 19. You hear from inside the voice say, "Mom! Ernst is here with a bunch of people." And you kind of hear her say, "Right, send them in." And the door opens again. Yeah, come on in. To where he beckons you into the house. So, I'm bringing back old project that I always use for everything. So the first thing that you see as you go inside, Grace, do you have control of this token?
No.
You probably won't need it, but there it is.
I'm about to fix this.
Okay, first thing that you see as you go inside is a little, I believe it's called a vestibule. I don't know what a
Enter
vestibule
the
is.
vegetable.
It's
I
a,
am a vegetable.
it's a fucking room, right? And then you go through the top door, and you see a staircase that leads off into two separate side doors. Go
I'll
figure.
leave the vegetable.
And the two men lead you off into the room to the left. And as you go in, you see this kind of rather nice looking dining room. There is no food on the plates or anything that you can see, but the table is kind of clean and ready to be laid down should it be required. The other thing that you see as you look to the right going in is what is essentially like kind of like a living room or a parlor. You see three very nice kind of padded couches that surround this like dark black glass table, all of which are set in front of like this nice cozy fireplace, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples, with a lot of smaller portraits hanging on the north wall, as well as a lady sitting in or on one of the couches at the top. Legs crossed, arms folded on either side. She kind of says, "Welcome, everyone, to my humble abode. I am sure my compatriot has told you, but should you not be aware, my name is Lady Fiona Vactor, and it is a privilege to have you in my home. Please, if you would all like to take a seat, either here or in the dining room, and I can provide food if required."
Plop my happy ass on one of the couches
Yeah.
closest to her.
Alright. Just gonna set an armrest.
If I
Oh,
may be introduced to you all, that would be swell.
Oh, I am Malin Redkeep, and I take my hat off and like, you know, do my little bowy bow.
Malin
I'm
Redkeep.
Alarin. This is my familiar. And he's gonna point at Tia.
She meows and raises a paw.
And what is your familiar's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, if you
Hurry,
you
hurry, me
insist.
Chan.
It's Zia.
Zia. What a lovely name for such a sweet cat, and with two tails. Magic is extraordinary, is it not?
Absolutely.
And you, my friend?
Name's Roderick.
Roderick. Excellent.
He's a
She probably-
he's a grumble butt.
She kind of looks back over to the two men who are still standing there. You may leave. And the guy who picked you up in the street kind of nods and leaves. And the other guy just kind of and slouches back out, and you hear him go up the stairs. Well, I do apologize for my rather tired son. He is, well, he's always up to something around town, some kind of trouble. somewhere.
I've noticed he's at the Blue Water Inn quite often.
Yes, he and his brother tend to frequent this establishment. They are a bit heavy on the drinking ever since their father died. But,
Oh, my condolences.
oh, that is very kind of you, my dear Malin. It was a heavy blow that struck us all, but we are recovering slowly. Now then, I am sure that you are all cautious and wondering as to why I have brought you here on this fine Barovian day. And I am here to answer all of your questions. I have come to hear that there is a new group of adventurers in town, which is yourselves, and I hear that you are very good-hearted. Is this right?
We try to be.
I stare daggers at Lauren. Not kidding. I like to think we are. I'm just staring at Lauren.
I've known
Well-
them only for a few days. I'm from Vallaki myself, but what I've come to know of them, they seem like good people.
Ah, a native. Excellent. So you are perfectly aware of what I am about to tell you, which is that I am, to be perfectly honest with you, a little tired. You see, the town of Vallaki is not in a very good state right now, and I believe that the person to blame is the Burgomaster. Would you agree, young Roderick?
Yes, yeah. He goes too far in his pursuits.
I respect that you are willing to speak your mind, which is a privilege so few are courageous to accept in this place. And rightfully so, for as I am sure you are aware, and for those who are new here, anyone who speaks out against the current Burgomaster is often jailed. This
Oh,
is not
we were
something
look-
that we
I'm
should allow
sorry.
to continue. No, you are fine. Please continue.
Oh, we were trying to look into someone who was actually arrested recently, so it's just interesting that you brought that up.
Oh, and this would be, I do recall, the shoemaker. Is this right?
Yes, his mother asked us to look for him.
Ah. Well, a mother will do anything to protect her child. Anything at all.
Stare at Lauren.
So, it is here that I am asking for your advice. It is my goal, as a somewhat prominent political figure here in Vallaki,
Never
to
heard of you.
supplant the current Burgomaster where he stands. And you see, she kind of like has this like general, kind of like nice-ish old lady demeanor to her. So what I'm going to ask of you is fairly simple. Are you aware of his henchman with the arm?
Oh, they got the freaky man with the freaky arm. I think we've heard of him.
Yes, his name is Isaac Strasny. He's a bit of a brute, a bodyguard for the Burgomaster. What I would like for you to do is to kill him.
Oh, shit. Say it just like that. I stopped looking at Lauren and I just turned and looked at her like, oh, shit.
That crooked old lady smile peering through, those colder eyes behind the crow's feet looking back at you. There's a sweet demeanor, but there's definitely a coldness underneath of it all.
Would I be correct in assuming that the fair lady Fiona has seen some shit in her day?
Make an insight check.
I don't think my insight's that good. Let me see. Insight plus 2, so I got a 14.
14. Seen some shit. I don't know about that. Outside of like the regular Barovian dealings, but there is definitely a familiarity with how things are run and a desire to change them. To what? You're not entirely sure with the 14, but she definitely wants to to
Kill
do
him,
what she's
motherfucker.
saying.
So what are you campaigning on?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't have to campaign on much. There are a lot of people out in Vallaki who do not agree with Vargas's authoritarian rule.
Of course, but it's important
What's
to
your
know.
stance?
It's important to know how you would plan to rule, as we could just be putting into power someone worse.
Not saying that you are. We're just being careful.
Or would you
Okay.
have a council?
My question to you, Mr. Roderick, is what could be worse?
I don't know, perhaps you wish to kill everyone. I don't know. Maybe
Oh.
everyone becomes sacrifices for Strahd. I don't know.
No,
That is, you could be a follower of Strahd. I mean, we don't know you.
What's your take on Strahd? Hot take.
I have no interest in sacrificing people at all. If I chose to do that, all I would have to do is allow for Vargas to continue being in charge. After all, he kills anyone who speaks out against him at any point,
Right.
as I'm sure you are aware.
And you can.
No, I am looking out for the benefit of the citizens of Vallaki. I assure you of this.
Insight?
Sure.
Can I roll
What are
insight
you-
as well? Because
What are
this
you
is
trying to
dodging the
discern
question.
here? You can roll inside as well.
Essentially, if I believe, like, did she wince at all, try and hide her face at all, or anything that would give away that she doesn't entirely mean that she looks to better Vallaki?
Okay.
And I rolled a 19.
19.
That's 10. I
A
got
10 for Tia. So Tia, she's pretty hard for you to read. As for you, Roderick, yeah, what she's saying, I think you think that you believe with that. Yeah, I mean, she seems fairly forthright. She's avoiding the question about Strahd, but she doesn't seem like she wants to, put people in danger for Strahd or sacrifice people for Strahd or anything like that. She seems to genuinely think that the current Burgomaster is shit and that she could do better and she will look out for the people.
So, say we were to help you, what do you know about Strasny?
Well, not much more than I think that people know. There is a rumor that he lost his arm in a mission out for the Burgomaster at some point in his youth, and from all of the dark dealings that he has made for Vargas, for all of the grotesque things he has done on his behalf, that he just woke up one day with the ability to create fire from that hand. Vargas does use him as a personal enforcer a lot of the time. The people are scared of his henchmen. So if you kill Strasny, I will take care of the rest. I will say this, though. Time is a sensitive matter. If you wish to save the shoemaker, well, I believe he's been in there for 3 days now, which is about the time that he would be getting sentenced.
This would go a ways toward making Garfantis happy.
And who might that be, child?
Oh, that's my.
He's a
wonderful
really good friend of ours.
Oh,
Good
is
friend.
this the... I'm sorry, I have heard rumors of you all. This is the big, grey creature, yes?
Yes, he's a Loxodon. It seems they're somewhat uncommon in this climate.
Yes, I do not mean to pry, but I have obviously heard rumors of a large, grey creature who was part of this group, so I did notice his absence here. I was not entirely sure of the proceedings.
Right.
Isn't
Am I to sorry to interrupt, change the subject a bit, but I assume you've been watching Isaac. Do you have any knowledge of a good time to strike when you might be alone?
Well, I believe he does have personal quarters in the Burgomaster's mansion. So if you can find a way to infiltrate inside of it, which I'm assuming you will want to do anyway to save the shoemaker, then I might recommend cornering him in there. It's best not to do these things in broad daylight, for, as I'm sure some of the people would rejoice, I would prefer to keep violence to a minimum out in the streets. Don't want people to get the wrong impression and think that these things are okay. Otherwise, I'm afraid the boy does not really leave the Baron's side or that much. You may spend some time performing reconnaissance if you choose, but if it were up to me, and time is of the essence, I would inspect the Burgomaster's mansion to see if you can find some secret passages or some easier way in, which I'm sure he has somewhere. And then I would try and infiltrate young Isaac's room.
How does the Burgomaster system work? Like, do they get elected, or is it like
It's birthright. It's, the Burgomaster rose to power at some point way back when, and then has been passed down to their descendant to descendant to descendant.
Okay.
Which is why, by technicality, Irina is now one of the Burgomasters of Borivia.
right? So, we deal with Isaac, you deal with the Burgomaster. How do you claim the Burgomaster ship?
Well, it is quite simple. I believe that the public will want me in charge.
Why is that?
The way that things are around here, the systems are not working. You say you have lived in Vallaki your whole life?
Nearly.
Oh, where were you before?
It's not important.
My apologies. Well, for nearly your whole life, I'm sure you have been aware of the Burgomaster's attempt to throw these festivals and defeat the vampire with his feelings of happiness and laughter and all of these things. But I'm afraid it just does not work. I do not believe that Strahd particularly has his gaze on Vallaki. I mean, this town does not get really attacked at all.
Well, perhaps the Burgomaster's work is working.
Is it? Do
As
you
you
see
said,
the people out there being happy?
we've not been attacked.
Or have we not been attacked because of the walls? Because of the defenses and the guard? The fog does not creep in here very strongly, Roderick.
Perhaps the happiness keeps it away.
Well, personally, I beg to differ. I do not believe that Strahd is the tyrant that Vargas believes him to be. I think Strahd is simply a negligent landlord. I don't think he really has plans for Vallaki, as people seem to think that he does. And if presented with the opportunity, I would happily talk to him myself about the future of Vallaki and where it should go.
Oh. Interesting.
Well,
is
it
my
does make
secret.
sense for vassals to speak with their lieges.
Took me a minute there.
Regardless, I believe that things need to change around here, and I am the one to do it. So,
Would you want us to speak with you after we took care of this business, or do you have someone keeping an eye? How would you know that we took him out?
well, my compatriot will be watching, but if you would like to report back to me, I am more than happy to do so.
All right.
I'll just kind of look to Roderick. Since you're the local.
Right, is that all?
Yes, it is.
Pleasure
I
meeting
believe
you.
it is in your best interests.
Hmm.
It's a pleasure meeting you, young Roderick. I hope that you will complete this task for me and help save the shoemaker. And I hope you do it swiftly and effectively. Do you need help if you're leaving to be seen to the door? I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude.
Oh, one question, actually. You know, considering we are on a mission of this type, would you happen to have any sort of aid for us? Health potions, maybe weapons, anything to help us get the job done easier?
Well, I'm afraid not. Not currently on me. These things are a little hard to find in these places in these times. I'm sure you are aware that prices are quite high currently. So I'm afraid not currently on me. I can see if I can rustle up a few connections in the RSX stockyard if this is what you need. Is there a particular piece of equipment that you are looking for?
Oh, not in particular. Just wasn't sure if you had anything that could aid us in this
Well-
venture.
We'll be all right. Can I kind of want to have been looking around the room, like, as we had been in here for just anything related to Strahd. Maybe she got a tattoo. Maybe there's a fucking carving in the wall, like a symbol of
Sure.
Strahd's.
Make a perception check.
That's a 17 total.
A 17 total. Looking around, you're looking for signs of worship to Strahd, and you don't see any. Although it is important to note that she has not said that she's against Strahd.
Yeah.
You do hear sort of around the house, and it's a big house. But you do gently hear this faint voice coming from a room somewhere around. It appears to be a human voice. Kind of like a younger female, but it's just meowing. It's not a child, maybe like a teenager. And all you can hear is someone saying, meow, meow, just over and over in different intonations, and it's like strange. It's weird to hear that.
Children have a wild imagination, don't they?
Oh, and what makes you say that?
Do you have a daughter?
I do. Yes.
Seems she might be playing somewhere. Thought I heard something.
Of course, yes. She does love to play pretend.
Well, anyways, are we good here, everyone?
Alarin will kind of look to Malin, because I gotta let Malin do these types of talks, and he'll just like lightly jingle his coins in his pouch. See if he gets the hint on what to ask about.
Oh yeah, this is something. Malin's just gonna look at everyone and say, well, if we've got nothing left to discuss, I was wondering if I could have a moment alone with what's the word I'm looking for, Lauren?
Patron?
Host.
Host? Yeah.
Hostess, I think that's it.
Yes, hostess.
Did you say that out loud, Tia?
No, that doesn't sound like Tia.
Listen, bro, you started talking, and I was like,
No.
well,
Familiar can talk.
that is totally acceptable with me. Nikolai? And she kind of snaps her fingers in your hair, kind of like a, oh. From upstairs, coming back down. Yes. Would you please escort our guests, except for young Malin here, outside while him and I have a moment alone to discuss some things privately?
Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Come on, you guys. Let's go. And he leads you guys outside. Is there anything that you guys want to say to him on the way out?
You want to see
Is that your... Go ahead.
You want to see a magic trick?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's really good. Persuasion is just a 16. I don't get a plus to it.
Sure, a magic trick is pretty good. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to make my cat disappear. I'm going to cast invisibility on Tia.
Let's go.
This is when you're outside.
No, this is like when we're in the hallway over here.
Probably like right there.
Like, you know, here or whatever.
Okay. So you guys head out there, and you say that, and you clap your hands and go. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check for him to see if he knows what that is.
He's a doofus.
Just on the off chance. I mean, oh, the roll's pretty good. I think that's an 18. It is an 18.
Was he a stifled genius?
And it's Arcana, so it's intelligence, so it's a +1. What's the level of invisibility? It's level 2?
It's the second level, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like looks at it and blinks for a moment. And you see him, in his head, the wheels are turning. And he is picking up on what the spell is. But then, like, he kind of loses it again, and at this point you realize he's a little drunk. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I didn't... Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that he was your familiar. You guys have different voices, so I didn't...
He's
alright.
always playing pranks on me.
Well, either way, thanks
Do it-
for
Do
seeing
it
us.
again, do the voice again. Do his voice.
Well, thanks for showing us around here.
You know what, that's pretty good. That's pretty
And-
good.
And hey, you, what are you doing here?
I can tell you're not that guy.
Just talking shit on Lauren.
Hey,
in a voice, in a voice, in another voice.
have I seen you guys around in the tavern at all? Because I feel like I've seen, not you guys so much, but the other one.
Yes,
I feel like I've seen him around.
we were there the other night.
Hey, you guys should come drink with us in the day. We only go there in the day.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, we'll be there like the whole day. My brother and I are gonna leave here pretty soon. I'm just a little tired.
Your sister doesn't go with you.
No. When you see his kind of face, instantly drops the smile, and he just cuts that right there.
Why not?
No, she's a little mentally ill after that whole proposed marriage thing. She just doesn't.
I'm sorry to hear that. She was to be wed?
Yeah, to the fucking dickhead Velakovich boy, Victor. She was totally fine before she was, going in to meet him, and then she meets him, and he's fucking spewing all kinds of shit about, how she's just the most vile insults, I could fucking I could murder him straight. Me and my brother, we've talked about it before, but we're not really that kind of people.
Victor Velakovich, is that like a founder of the town or something? What?
Roll a history check.
Also, while they're talking, since I'm invisible, can I start sleeking through doors? Hopefully they're cracked open.
You sure can. Roll a stealth check for me, Tia.
That's a 12.
A 12. Velakovich is the surname of the Burgomaster. So it doesn't take you much to point out. And she was just talking about Vargas in that next room. Vargas Velakovich is the Burgomaster. Victor Velakovich is his son.
So the son cut off the marriage proposal.
Listen, the son's... That guy's a little prick, okay? I wouldn't... Just don't even fucking deal with him. He's a recluse. He just hides around all day and fucking does weird shit. It's fucking just leave him alone. Listen, you don't have to listen to anything that she says. And he points back into the room that Malin's currently in, where you just met with Lady Fiona. You don't have to do it. Just do you guys. It's not worth it anyway.
Well, we appreciate your insight. We'll see you around the tavern, I'm sure.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Hey, I want... Is it nat 1?
Yes.
You have advantage on it because you're invisible.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God. It's a 19. All right.
I was gonna say you're invisible, so it doubles. Hey, listen, get your other friends around. I heard you were the big gray guy. Get him over. Let's drink. Let's see what's going on. I want to hear stories about the outside world. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, we'll see you there later.
All right.
And he dips back out into the staircase and goes up. Tia, which way did you go?
She's probably going to regret this, but she really wants to check out that room over there. So she's probably going to attempt to go back in.
Okay. So you slink in the doorway with your 19 stealth. You get to that door as you go by. And you see the door there. Do you want to try and open it?
Sure.
So you just try and open it. You don't check the traps. And as you jump and try and do it, I'm going to give you another stealth check just to interact with object because you're here. And you have someone in the next room who is, you're deliberately trying to hide from.
Fair play. 25.
Yeah, you're totally fine. You just crack open the knob and look in. What you see in there, as Malin is talking and you hear the conversation that he has with her, you see... Actually, this is the room that the guy who brought you here is dipped out into. He's currently residing in here.
Oh, okay.
But where the 25 does not seem to notice that you have cracked the door a little bit. At this point in time, he's busy doing something else. That's where he is, right there. You see wood paneling, embroidered rugs, colorful furnishings, and the opposite side of the fireplace. Mounted above that fireplace is a taxidermied elk's head. And you see out to the left a couple windows that overlook the gardens, which are in and of themselves kind of dead and decaying.
All right. Hopefully, I can close the door silently. I want to attempt to check out a different room.
Sure. So you close the door and then dip back. In the meantime, Malin, you are talking to the lady. What would you like to say?
My lady Fiona, my companions, with them out of the room, I was hoping that we could discuss a type of compensation if we were to do this task.
Ah, so it is you who is going to be the negotiator in this. I was expecting something at some point. Well, this is a simple job. It is quick, it is effective, it will be done by the end of day. I will cover up your various exploits and make sure that you are not known to be the perpetrators. In addition, I will take care of the rest of the ousting of the burgomaster. Without his henchmen, he should be fairly easy. For a simple hit, how much are you asking for?
It's going to be interesting. What are Malin's morals worth?
That's a great question.
Ooh. Well, I know that coin is hard to come by in Barovia, given the current climate. It seems the only people that gain access to the outside world are the Vistani. So most of your trade and money income comes from said travelers. How is 1,000 gold?
You do drive a steep price, young Malin.
I'll tell you what, you seem like a powerful lady. You see, I've recently been separated for something that is more valuable than anything that your house has to offer. I'm missing a horse, and I cannot remember this dude's name. Save my life. Will you help me with the sequel?
Aragal.
I'm looking for a man named Aragel who was last seen with my horse. I was wondering if you and your power could help me locate said horse and we could strike a better monetary value for the others.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, bam. Ooh, that's kind of good. Persuasion, I got really high persuasion, +9. I got a 25.
25, yeah. She kind of leans back in the chair and puts her arms from the arms of the chair into her lap together. Very noble of you to seek out your horse as a dear companion instead of just simply an animal.
I've known this horse for many years. It's been by me quite a number of times that were not so good.
Well, I do know how it feels to lose a loved one. And she kind of looks back up to the portrait above the fireplace.
I can assume that is the father and husband that died.
Yes. It was.
What circumstances did you lose your husband, by the way? Did it involve the burgomaster?
She kind of gives a gentle smile at that. Let me see if I can find the exact reason on this. Because I'm sure... Yes. Well, no, it was not. It was not Vargas's fault. Nikolai died of illness but 3 years ago. It was a terrible shame, and he was taken far before his time.
Again, my condolences.
Well, natural causes are often the worst of deaths, because there can be no justice or vengeance for that which has been robbed from you. I feel this pain that you feel, Malin, and if you do this job for me, I will try my hardest to help you find your horse. What is its name, if I may inquire?
Redkeep.
Redkeep the horse. I will put my feelers out immediately for you.
And thank you, madam. However, I still do need to negotiate on their behalf.
Of course. Well, there were 2 companions of yours who are assisting on this job. So, why don't we say 500 gold I can probably scrounge up?
Wonder if I should push this or not. Well, 500 is good. There's 2 companions. However, we do have our other companion who sadly couldn't be here with us, but will more than likely assist us in this job. So I was hoping maybe 650?
I'm afraid if he's going to assist you in this job, I would like to speak with him myself. Just so that I know that he understands and agrees with the need to do this. If you could arrange this for me, I would be more than happy to increase the price. 650, you said?
Yes, ma'am. It's just it would be really hard. He's a very large person. Can't really fit through these doors, I don't think.
Make another
If that's-
persuasion check.
Okay. Ooh. I got a +9, and that is a 13. So 13 plus 9, 20. What is that?
1,
Ooh.
21,
2.
22.
650 gold. It will be a struggle for me to find it on such short notice, but I will see what I can do. As long as you bring him forward to me before your mission starts, I will be happy to try and accommodate this.
And obviously, if he cannot make it, we can always go back to the agreed upon 500, I trust.
Of course, yes, of course.
Well, madam, before I leave, one last question. Is there anything this is it's Isaac, right?
Yeah, IZEK.
IZ. Okay. Is there any place this IZ frequents, or maybe something that he prefers to drink?
Oh, I see how very clever of you. You know, I try my hardest not to pry.
I want to insight that so fucking hard.
You want to?
Yeah, I want to insight what she just said.
Roll an insight.
'Cause she seems like a nosy person. I think I only have a plus. Oh, I got a +2, so that's a 16.
A 16. Uh, 16. She, appears to be okay in what she's saying. I mean, there's a little bit of hesitancy there to trust that because she did employ someone to come get you guys. But I mean, you think that she's trustworthy enough in that?
Okay. Sorry.
But I have heard that he, in the way of drinking, I don't think that he really frequents the local inn at all. But I have heard from time to time that he visits the toy maker, Mr. Blinsky.
Yes, I've met Mr. Blinsky. He recently acquired a monkey.
Oh, how curious.
I have a feeling he probably got it from the traveling fellow, Rictavio. He seems to sell strange animals.
Rictavio, yes, my sons have told me about him. I did not know that he still sold animals. That's very interesting. Well, maybe you should inquire with the toy maker to see if Master Strahd does indeed go and frequent his establishment. And if this is the case, perhaps you can try and find out when he will next visit. Although I will remind you, Master Ludovic has been in the Burgomaster's mansion for a number of days, and his sentencing
Yes.
should be tonight.
Well, madam, it's been a pleasure doing business. I never do business without a toast. Do we have any wine glasses nearby?
Oh, well, I will have someone bring some. Yes.
And I'll pull out my bottle of that high class shit.
Yeah.
And put it on the table.
She pops her head like out of the room into the dining room a little bit and calls for one of her sons to come back around. At which point you hear some movement and you see another one of
Another one.
the sons. He looks similar to the other one, but a little different. You've seen him around too, in the Blue Water Inn. They are there most of the day, every day that you've been there. And he kind of pops through with 2 wine glasses. He says, "Yeah," and he just puts them down on the table and then just backs out again.
I'll pour
as he
both a
reaches-
glass. Oh,
As
sorry.
he reaches the edge of the doorway, he kind of pops back and he says, "Yeah, we're going out again, if that's just so you know." And she's like, "I understand. Please be safe." "Yeah, whatever." And then he leaves.
A teen angst.
Yeah. Well, he never seemed to grow out of that. As she leans forward and grabs the
And I'll
The
make a
white claw.
toast. A toast to your health, madam.
Of course. And she clinks it. She's going to do a quick medicine check as she sniffs the...
Okay.
The
Yeah,
glass.
I mean, just wine.
She kind of... Indeed. And takes a sip.
I'll drink, and I'll put the glass down, and I'll make a bow, and then leave.
As you leave, you kind of see her standing there, arms folded in front, hands sort of like gently resting at the waist, kind of gently smiling as you go by. As you leave, and then you hear the footsteps retreat back to the armchair. Difficult person to read, that one.
Oh yeah.
So,
I shall reconvene.
so as Malin was leaving, I would like to check one more door, and then try to just leave with him.
Sure.
If that's possible.
Which door would you like to check?
So-
You got the top door, the top of the staircase. You got the door to your right, and then there are 2 doors in the room that Roderick cast invisibility on you.
So did I hear the guy that went upstairs come back down?
The guy went upstairs, and his brother came back down.
And I don't hear any other sounds or presence in the house besides their conversation.
Make a perception check.
Okie dokes.
Roderick did tell you he heard a weird meow. Or not a meow.
Yeah.
He said that he heard someone's
Yeah, but
imagination at work.
Yeah, Tia doesn't know which direction though.
Meow.
Yeah, with a 19, you do hear a number of things. For the starts, you hear a movement from the door to your right, kind of like the faint clanging of steel, and this other like that you kind of pick up on is the chopping of food. It appears that this person does employ some kind of servant or cook or whatever, some aid in the house, right? The other thing that you hear as you are standing in this main room, I guess, you hear from up above. Yeah, you hear 2 things actually. You hear up above. You hear a woman's voice, maybe like around 20-ish. Best you can tell, it's young, but it's not teenage. And from her voice, kind of like this weird, shocking, strange sound. You hear someone say, "Can little kitty come out to play now?"
Good sign. All right.
You also, as you are walking along with your perception check, it's not movement that you hear. You don't hear movement, but you kind of hear some faint, like, draft coming from underneath the floorboards. You get the sense there is a basement.
Wouldn't have time to figure that out. So, she is going to move up the stairs to this door and do another quick perception check for traps and whatnot. Make sure it's not just rigged or some way or locked.
Yeah, roll for that.
That's an 8.
Who knows if that's trapped?
Who knows indeed, but she's going to attempt to open it with stealth.
Sure. It's that's actually not a door. It's just the top of the staircase.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Better.
So that roll did not fucking matter at all. Yeah, you reach the top of the staircase. And as you look around, you can see there is like this landing that curves around. There's a door to your right. With your perception check, I'll say you also hear kind of like heavy footfalls of someone getting ready, and you wager that's probably where one of the lads is. You hear the woman talking from this room right here behind this door, and another one of the lads is probably down in this one.
It's still black for me.
Yeah, it's still black.
Are you looking at the top section of the map?
Oh, do we have to scroll somewhere else? We gotta scroll
out?
Yeah,
oh,
scroll
we
up.
do. Okay. All right.
That's technically my bad. Yes. So top right, lad's room.
Okay.
This one, lad's room. This one is the sound of the female.
We just gotta do it quick. So she is going to move over to this door. Is there a keyhole she could peek in?
Is there a keyhole? Good question. Where's this one? Sure, I will say that there is a keyhole.
All right. Does she get just a small grasp of what's in the room besides, the obvious sound of the woman?
So you are a cat. Keyhole is a little above your height limit. I'm going to say make an athletics check, and you'll have to do a regular stealth check to see if you can climb up the door without making any noise.
Athletics check? Oh, God.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Come on, cat. You can do it.
Think about a regular door handle height, you know?
Yeah.
Or could see that and
What?
choose not to do it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if she sees it's too high, she doesn't want to do it.
Oh, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Okay, yeah, no, all right. So, on that note, she's going to try to open the door, just a crack, to peer inside.
You go ahead and try and push it open, and it is locked.
How long does the conversation? Does it sound like it's finishing up? Will I have enough time to lock pick it?
With your perception check, I'll say you kind of hear the dudes beginning to leave their bedrooms, so you're not entirely sure about that.
All right, well, she's going to do it anyway. Thieves'
Okay,
tools.
so go ahead and start rolling your thieves' tools.
Why is it on that? And 21.
21. Yeah, you manage to undo the lock, and the woman within stops talking.
Oh man! All right. Yeah, I'm still invisible, so she's going to just slowly open the door and just try to at least get some glimpse of the room. She doesn't want to stick her head in, but just kind of like just push the door open with her paw a bit.
Yeah, make a perception check for me to see if you can sneak a glance.
18.
18. The first thing that you see as you enter, or as you push open the doorway, is a bed inside this room. This bed appears to have some straps on it, although they are undone and hanging loosely. The other thing that you see is a young woman who is currently perched on the bed on all fours, one hand up and kind of like poised in a claw-like manner.
Oh my god, she's actually a cat.
And you kind of, from her, hear this weird, like, sound. It's kind of like a cat's growl.
Yeah. Well, she's not making any loud noise, and I need just a better look of the room, just so at least like, figure out like where a window would be and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you open it a little more, peek your head in. It only has the bed in here. That is the only thing that it has. Let me reveal the area to you. As you are peeking your head in, you kind of see her perched on the bed, and she kind of like moves her head around in a feline fashion to try and see if anything is in the doorway before she's like beginning to come out of the bed and onto the floor before you hear and then there's a guy standing behind you, one of the brothers, is kind of like directly on top of you.
Ooh.
Make another stealth check for me. You do have advantage on this one because you're still invisible.
Oh, it's 15. That was close.
15. He kind of peeks his head into the room. Stella, what are you doing? Who opened this door?
I would like to, as he's trying to figure this out, crawl in between his legs and try to get downstairs.
Yeah, with your stealth check, it's you can accomplish that just about.
All right.
You kind of hear her say, "Little kitty doesn't know. The door just opened." And he just, "Okay, I'm going to close this now, okay?" And she kind of goes, "No, no, 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 no," and he closes it. It's weird. Okay. I don't know if he has a key. No, he does not. So he kind of just holds the door there, and he calls down and says, "Carl, do you wanna get Mother? I think Stella's door somehow opened itself." And you hear the other guy from the other room say, "What?" And they start conversing and whatever. But you are running down the stairs, you said?
Yeah, she's gone.
Okay, and you are leaving the house?
Yeah, she's going to try to just walk out with Maitland.
Okay, Malin at this point is already out.
Oh. All right. Well, hopefully they waited for me. And she
Fucking
will-
stuck now.
right. So she's going to try to get through these two doors here and
Yeah.
outside.
It's easy enough to do. No one's around. You can just open them and,
Alright.
and dip out.
And then she
So-
will tap on Roderick's leg, knowing that, let him know that she's there.
Yeah, perfect. All right, let's go.
Yes, let's, I think they might be on to something, so rather not stick around.
Was that something y'all were doing while I was talking?
Oh, I was just talking to Roderick about how we remember that Strahd had commissioned a doll of Irina. So, two birds, one stone, right?
Well, I spoke with her. She's willing to pay 500 gold. To do it, 650 if God talks to her before we do it. If we do it.
Once we're, a little further away.
I'm not saying this super fucking loud either.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either. I'm not doing it.
Not doing what?
Well, tradition has it that if the burgomaster was to meet an untimely demise, the burgo ship should go to his son, which means she plans to kill his son as well, so there'll be an opening. I'm just not okay with that. Plus, I don't trust her.
Well, to be honest, I mean, you got a fair point.
what if
So also like I'm trying to recall like back to back, like no matter who's ruling, we've been told that this Strasny guy is kind of a shithead, right?
You've been told around town that Strahd a brute, essentially. He's just the Burgomaster's personal enforcer.
Gotcha. Well, I would say, regardless if we actually kill him or not, I feel like the Strasny would be a important person to interrogate, as he is a lead on Irina and Strahd.
I feel like no matter what, if we try to save the cobbler, we're probably going to run into this fellow regardless.
Right.
So if he ends up
I'm not killing the Burgomaster. The only thing she asked was to get rid of Strosny. So if he stands in our way, it's kind of a, we get paid, yay, for doing,
Right.
Rescuing the cobbler.
But her intention is once he's out of the way, Burgomaster no longer has protection, and she's going to kill him and his son.
Well, how do you plan to get rid of him if we bump into him while trying to rescue the cobbler?
Hopefully we can avoid conflict.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Yes, we do pretty well with that.
I'd look at my bruised body still from getting my ass beat from Strahd.
Perhaps there's a chance for a trade. Information to the Burgomaster about plans of his assassination for the shoemaker.
I also feel like that's probably not a good idea because it would just send him even further into wanting to silence anyone who questions him, whether it be an innocent questioning or not.
And then we kill the Burgomaster ourselves, which
Look,
would not be great.
Son,
I'm not against.
damn it, Lauren, you're dark as shit, but I think you're on the stump.
If we're to kill, what's this guy's name? Is Assad?
Isaac, Izek.
Oh, so it's Isaac. I feel like
Yeah,
every time I hear it spelled
Like
different.
Isaac, ISAAK,
except
but
with a
it's
D.
Isaac.
Isaac. No, it's a K on
It
the end.
sounded like you were saying I said.
Okay.
I'm confused.
So I think I was right the first time. Fuck.
Y'all got me mixed up.
I will,
I was
I will
Isaac
write
too.
it in the
I got it.
chat. It's this one.
Isaac. Yeah.
I thought it was with a D.
Also, I was there when one of the sons was talking to Roderick about like how he didn't have to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because like, would I have caught up on like? It just seems like they like, I not necessarily like have some beef with her, but they just kind of sound like they're tired of her shit or something.
Roll a retroactive insight check.
Okay. Oh my fucking god, that is a natural 1, which brings it up to a 2.
Maybe you'll see him
sorry, a
around.
4.
Right.
Yeah,
So
maybe you'll see him around sometime. I don't know.
if we are to kill Isaac, and even if you want to kill the Burgomaster, although I think we should find out what he knows first. As she has a point, the fog has not reached its borders, so perhaps he is doing something correctly. We must kill her as well.
Now, question: are you? Oh man, this is weird. This is one of those informational things where you have information Malin doesn't.
About?
Like, do we all know this, or
What
has
exactly?
only the bones?
Oh,
Only
Only-
Roderick knows
only
that.
I know
Oh,
that.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, the bones?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have no idea what the bones are, dude.
You don't know what the
Okay.
bones are, man. Don't worry about the bones. Roderick's just lying to us.
These are not the bones you're looking for.
It's not something important to wrap you guys into. I'm making the kid do it.
Oh, yes. Okay, I remember that conversation. Not alarm though. What was I gonna say?
So it seems like we try to rescue the cobbler. If we run into Strasny, we could interrogate him. If he needs to be dealt with, we could deal with him. And then if we happen to run into the Burgomaster after we've freed the cobbler, we could either A, alert him to his assassins, or B, interrogate him to find out what he knows. And then if we find out that he needs to be dealt with, we could deal with him. But then we could protect his son so his son could take over. But we should also probably know more about his son before we just put some young man in power, because he could also be worse.
Look, I don't trust this woman. I've rolled really good on my insight. I think she might, at the very least, she welcomes Strahd. She might not worship him, but...
On that note, Radric, so I did a bit of snooping around the house, and that meowing that you mentioned, there's a lady up there, young lady, in a room with no windows and just a bed with straps, and she looked like she was completely insane.
Oh, did you know that about humans, Tia? We actually like to make animal noises in the room by ourselves.
Lauren. Let's save our furry fey friend here the intricacies of
I rather
human
not.
nature.
I rather not know your kinks. I'm sorry.
See, she agrees.
This conversation
Right.
is so meta because that's all that we all do the whole
To
time.
be completely honest, Roderick, I am not too keen on killing someone. Negotiate. Actually, Roderick, can I speak to you alone?
Sure.
Oh, look at this little Harn. They're trying to scheme against us already.
Tia's still
so,
invisible.
Tia,
Shit.
Tia, I hope that was okay.
Tia, I need
I
you to
wasn't sure what
touch
we
me
were-
real quick.
I wasn't sure what we were walking into, so I thought it might be safer if they just thought you were my familiar instead of a fae.
No, that's fair. I wouldn't ever said anything anyway, but it helps with the disguise.
Doesn't
Good.
help with your pay cut.
So,
Damn it.
say me and Roderick kind of veer off a little bit, kind of next to, I don't know, is there like an alley somewhere?
Yeah, as you guys are walking,
Yeah.
I assume back to the church. Yeah, you can.
So, Roderick, truth be told, she seemed like a powerful woman, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't give a shit what happens to this town. Now, I'd rather it not go to shit. I'd rather Strahd not be involved with it. But I don't care about its politics, is what I mean to say.
Right. This is my hometown, so
Yes.
I do.
So, I don't really have any qualms with telling the Master about what has happened. But if we go that route, instead of just getting the cobbler back, I was wondering if maybe we could try, as he is the Burgomaster and has some form of power over the town, if he could use his henchmen to locate a very dear friend of mine.
You're missing someone.
My horse.
What type of horse is it?
Oh shit! I don't think me and Nico ever spoke about what it's a riding horse.
It's a nice horse. Good
It's
horse.
a nice horse.
It's
His
brown.
name is Redkeep. He's brown hair, short brown hair, long black mane,
Where'd you lose
or
him?
whatever you call him. So a guy named, God damn it, you just told me his fucking name.
Aragale.
Yes. Yeah,
That's-
I'll say that to you. Apparently he was less. I tied him up in Barovia. We went to a house. Plant thing tried to eat me. Strahd showed up. It was a whole fucking mess. But apparently, when I went back looking for my horse, I inquired with some people by changing my appearance and voice so that they wouldn't remember me and the old lady incident. And his name was brought up, being last seen with it.
Going in the name. Equa. Aragale.
Roll history check.
It's a 6.
Nope,
History checks aren't my thing tonight.
apparently not.
Look, I
Just want to find a horse, so if the Burgomaster can help with that, I don't care who can. I am willing to gladly give the information of the crazy lady, because she did seem a little off.
Look, I don't know fully what I want to do yet. I want to save the shoemaker. I do. I don't like Isaac either. But, knowing what I know now, I don't trust that woman either, and I'd prefer a child not to be slain.
Plus, you would probably prefer Strahd not to walk your streets.
Of course. So it's a tough situation. Either way,
Unless two evils.
I will help you find your horse. I don't know if the burgomaster will be much help unless we do decide to save him, spare him.
You know, we could just beat the shit out of Isaac in front of him and then gladly give him the information and tell him he should stop being a shit. I say jokingly.
Perhaps a show of force. The best situation might just be to get the shoemaker without slaying Isaac.
Without killing anyone in general, I'd imagine.
Of course.
Yeah, why are you eavesdropping?
You hear
I start
nothing.
pissing in a circle. I start pissing rapidly in a circle. No,
Make an attack roll using your dexterity.
He's not there.
I'm not gonna whip my dick out in the middle of the street.
You pissed
Oh,
on my
she's up to
boots.
Lauren.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Prestidigitation. The urine off of his boots.
There's been worse on him.
Yes,
Wow.
back to the church.
So, as you guys make your way back through the streets of Vallaki, seeing the...
Oh, are you done with your little chat?
Oh, you know what? The sun is older than I was just thinking, but still, it's fine.
The sun is
Seeing,
billions of years
yeah.
old. No, I'm kidding.
Speaking of, the preparation for the next festival, which is the Festival of Blazing Sun, is almost complete. Signs of the previous one, which took place a few days ago, which involved a lot of wolf heads on pikes, is mostly gone. Although, in this town, there's a great deal of overlap with festivals because no one can really be bothered to take them down and put them back up, take them down, put them back up several times with no real break in between. And you understand that festival will be tomorrow. So, going back through the town, we're going to take a break.
No!
A rare break in Castle Strahd. So, we'll be back here in 5 minutes, I guess. Continuing
Yeah.
the story. Bye! Welcome back. So, you guys are making your way back to the church. Are there any other conversations that need to be had on the way there?
I poke a Lauren.
Oh, what is it? Malin?
You're just being awfully quiet. Usually you talk a lot.
Oh, yes. I was just thinking about how we're supposed to do any of this and who we're supposed to talk to and who we should side with. I normally stay out of politics. I was just more of a guard and whatnot, or helped with firefighting and whatnot in Waterdeep.
You
None
were a
of this
god.
official things. Oh, just part of the Watchful Order. We would help out here and there, offer protection services, or deal with fires, things like that, for the benefit of the city. But not a part of the official city guard now.
In Waterdeep, you say?
Yes, that's where I grew up.
Oh, I was in Waterdeep once.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed your time there. I know it can get a
I
little
didn't. I was walking by
wild.
this building when it randomly fucking exploded.
Oh, yes, I did. I think I heard about that. Yikes. I can't remember. Were many people lost? I hope not.
What were we talking about?
Not sure.
That's when the timeline gets reset. Right then. What were we talking about? Okay. I guess when we get to the church, I hate doing this. I gotta talk to Lucian again, figure out what the fuck he thinks I should do. Cause our group, yeah.
I got what to you.
Okay. So, yeah, you head back into church. When you go back in there, you do find Lucian. Lucian is sitting in a like what is this, like the big bedroom with all the beds in it, with fucking cat. I swear to God, with
Yes, you fucking cat. Calm down.
Yeah.
a number of kids, including Freak, and Irina is also in there, who is next to Gar, who is not asleep but lying on the floor, just kind of like when you're too tired to sleep. That's kind of how Gar feels right now. He's just lying there, like doesn't want to deal with anything.
Oh, buddy.
Father,
Yes.
let's have another word.
This is to the storage room we go.
Man, they go back there a lot. What do you guys think is back there?
You turn and see no one next to you if you're inside the church.
Oh, y'all are sitting outside.
Yep.
He will sit there and mumble to Lathander, seeing if he can get any assistance, I guess.
Give her a mumble. Yeah. So, Roderick, you entered the storage room with Father Lucian. Father Lucian doesn't even bother finding something to do. He just leans up against the storage racks. So,
You know what? With this opportunity, as I'm talking to him, I'm just like lifting the eyes of Drogden and like finally getting a close look at Drogden.
yeah, Drogden is there. Absolutely.
Just because I think that's fun.
Are
And
you
as
looking for anything in particular with him?
no, I'm just kind of interested in like what he is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's a corpse. I mean, you walk out of a freaking church with a graveyard. You know a corpse when you see one. This one's old, like at least 50 years old. And he's got this weird fucking root thing sticking out of him. That's kind of like comes to a point up here.
And you know what? Does his face look familiar at all, or anything, or tattoos? Would I know where those came from, or anything, or just kind of?
Roll a history check for me.
It's the first decent one of the night. 14. Not amazing, but you know.
The face is not. You don't recognize the face.
No, okay.
The tattoo markings.
They resemble
Something
like
about
animal
them.
prints.
Yeah, there's something about them that you're just like. I mean, that kind of seems familiar. I don't know exactly what they are, where they're from. I mean, these guys said that he was a druid, so you could always go ask the druids near Yester Hill.
Interesting specimen. Either way, we spoke with Lady Fiona, and she plans for us to murder Isaac, Burgomaster's guard, assumedly so she can then get to him and take over the town. I'm struggling to consider doing this, as I don't know her intentions, although I got strong vibes that perhaps she's more in favor of Strahd.
I see. Well, I suppose what it comes down to is, would you rather try and face a new leader of the town, or would you rather keep the old one?
If Strahd gets involved, I'd rather not. Do we know? She made mention of the dangers and the fog not quite creeping in to Vlaki. Is there a reason for this?
Well, I have personally always believed that it is a simple matter of nature. Because Strahd himself is a vampire. And vampires cannot enter an abode without first asking permission from the person in charge and them granting it. It was always my understanding that since Falaki is walled from top to bottom, that it's sort of just a large abode. I could be wrong in this. I believe the wall does have something to do with it, though. I mean, a blessing of the Morning Ward as well could be.
Perhaps. It's Lady Fiona. I'd never heard of her before, but she seems quite ensured that if the Burgomaster were to meet a untimely demise, that the people would in fact wish for her to lead.
Right. Well, I haven't heard much about this lady. I do tend to stay around here the most, but it is possible. I can ask around, but if I do so, I believe that she will probably be alerted to my prying. Well, I suppose, since you have already been contacted by her, it may not be a bad idea for you to inquire about such things. Just try and do it stealthily.
Do you have any reason to believe that these festivals do work?
He kind of smiles and looks down for a second. Personally, the Burgomaster's festivals rely on the fact that the people in town feel happiness, laughter, joy. The people that come to my doorstep don't feel this. Take Miss Ludovic. And he kind of beckons back to the main room as if she's in there currently. I'm sure for some, the festivals may boost morale in some way, but to her, how could she feel happiness at anything? And yet the fog still stays where it is. It's just something to think about. I don't know if the festivals aid in the town's defenses or not, but I think that the general populace of Vallaki is a little divided on it.
Right. Alright, tonight we're going after the shoemaker.
I think this is wise.
So, I suppose that's it then.
I suppose it is.
Thank you, Father.
Of course. And he opens the door for you to step out first.
Oh well.
And he slaps that ass. No.
Happy
you're
to
right.
take that.
Yeah, he starts walking back into the room that Gar is in. And just continues to go back to kneeling down next to him and trying to figure out if there's anything that he can do.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess hearing y'all come back out,
Lauren would. All right. Well, if there's anything you can do. Morning, Lauren. Do you know where to find me? Is Siri all set, Roderick?
Oh, yes, just one last thing. I'm gonna turn to Father Lucian again, and I forgot to ask this. What?
Nothing, dude. It's just Father Lucian.
Roderick forgets a lot of things.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, okay. I turned to him and... Is there anyone else you think the people could turn to lead?
That's a loaded question, Roderick. You know what I would recommend? I would recommend asking them.
You haven't heard anything, any murmurs during service? People they trust?
The people that come here trust me. But apart from that,
Alright, Burgomaster Lucian, got it.
This dude's about to go on a fucking crusade.
let's not get ahead of ourselves too quickly. But ask around and see what they say. Are you guys picking up Gar?
Are we allowed to?
Yeah, that's a better question.
No, he's too fucking
No,
loud.
we'll leave him.
He's
We'll leave.
sleepy.
We'll leave him.
We're trying to be
He's too
sneaky.
tired.
Oh, here. If he starts to feel better, could you send him our way? We'll be at the Burgermeister's mansion. Burgomaster's mansion.
Oh,
Burgermeister.
Burgermeister.
I got a question.
I got an answer.
I assume that we might have some gear here. Could I request losing my chainmail for this operation temporarily, picking up like studded leather or something, and then, next time I come back, I'd take my chainmail and give back the studded leather?
Yeah, you can do a trade. That's fine.
Yes. Okay. So I'll probably grab some studded leather, because stealth mission, I don't want to disadvantage. Does studded leather have disadvantage?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't make
That's-
noise. Just leather.
I think that's light. Light armor.
It's still medium. I think studded's still medium, ain't it?
Studded is light and it does
Oh,
not
it's
have
light,
disadvantage at stealth, only padded.
I'm gonna grab some studded leather for now.
Yeah, you can swap them out. No problemo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Tia, do they have any like type of taverns or anything inside the Feywild? I've never been there.
No, not. At least not where I'm from. At least in that neck of the woods.
Oh, so you live like on the outskirts of like a Fey civilization, or how do I don't know.
We all have our own separate, how would you say it, clans, and she attempts to do quotes, if you will.
Oh,
we all-
okay.
We all fall under one thing, but we all have our own separate things that we do.
What
if that
about
makes sense.
bards? Are there any bards amongst your people? Like
I mean-
storytellers?
Yeah, there are. There's a few.
Would you call yourself a storyteller?
No.
Oh, just
Let's
curious.
quickly.
I can tell you're very quick with your answers. You don't really elaborate, really straight to the point.
No, that's not how we tend to do things. Like to keep you on your toes, if you will.
Should I scare that kid and like, hey, I want to show you something? I'm just gonna like
God.
hide around the church where they can't see me, and I'm just gonna mimic Strahd's voice at some kid that's walking by just to scare the shit out of him. But I want to do it sneakily.
Okay.
I heard Strahd for at least 1 minute while he was beating my ass, okay? So I can do this.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
Alright, please. Well, I'm good at stealth anyway, so. Just can't roll. Okay, cool. So I rolled that's a 9 plus 5. 14.
That'll be the commoner. Yeah, sure. And then what do you say?
I can't do Strahd's voice, man, so you're gonna have to do this for me, dog. We'll say, no. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say,
Fun.
run along, little
Pooh.
child.
Run along, little child.
Yeah, just to scare the shit out of me.
But you are hidden, right?
Yes, I am hidden.
Okay. So you sit in the, I guess, the fog of the graveyard, perched behind the wall, and you see like a young boy, maybe 8 or 9 years old, walking along, got a little like a paper boat, right? A little paper boat that he's got in his hands, and he's just,
Does he have like a little balloon too?
hiya, Georgie. No balloon. And he's just walking along, and you, out of sheer chaotic
Drunken
impulse,
chaos.
decide to say this as Strahd. And as you do so, instinctively the boy begins looking around to try and find the source of the sound, and just kind of tenses up, but it's freezing. He's not moving.
I'm gonna walk around. That's weird. Did anyone else hear that?
Ah! He just disappears after you pop around the corner.
Could it have been a
That-
breastplate instead?
Breastplates is expensive, dog. Give me.
Is it? Maybe.
750. Oh wait, no. Breastplate's 400. Half plate's 750.
4
Give me
times 5.
a D100. Do you want to roll
Gold.
above 60?
Okay.
That's good. You get 40%.
An 88.
You get it on loan.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to keep it. I just.
Dope. As he comes out in freaking breastplate, Alaran's gonna be like,
Oh, does the Morning Lord have war priests? Interesting that you have that in the back.
Yeah, this is just my spare. Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess I should study more on his teachings and learn more about it,
This-
I guess.
Doesn't make as much noise if we're trying to be sneaky piggy.
and I'll shake my shirt. This is always sneaky peeky. And he'll just start walking outside.
Bravo 6 going dark. Yeah. So you guys all walk outside. You are going just as the 4 of you, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And you are heading to the Burgomaster's mansion.
Yeah, what time is it right now?
You're probably looking at afternoon-ish.
Okay, so we're like close-ish to nightfall, sort of.
Yeah.
Couple hours.
Or midday.
You'd be ranging between like 3 in the afternoon and like 6 in the afternoon, probably.
Gotcha.
Depending on, like, you can choose to stake out or whatever if you want to. I'll be a little loosey-goosey with it.
You know, it's really bad that cobbler's going to be getting his sentencing today instead of tomorrow, because I had this great idea that if I were to perform at that festival, I could cause some distractions and then someone else could go and get him. But I
What
don't
if
think
you
that's going to work.
what if you offered your services to the Burgomeister?
Master.
Now I'm blending the shit.
And then we could sneak in the back while you're playing for him at dinner or something like that?
It's actually a good idea. But Roderick, what do you think of this? And Tia? I'll look at Tia. Don't talk about what happened.
She zips her lips, if you will. I'm I'm fine with anything. Roderick? She looks over.
I'm sorry, so you're going to make a distraction with your music?
Well, that we can't really do that for the festival, but I could, like Lauren said, offer services. Just I go in there, say that I'm a traveling troubadour.
Going where?
The actual mansion. It's getting about dinner time. Maybe he could use some entertainment for his meal, while everyone else sneaks on through the back.
Not so sure it's the burgomaster we have to distract, but instead, either slip past or distract Isaac.
Ah, yes, but what if Isaac was there, seeing as how I am a newcomer? Would the burgomaster seem suspicious of me and keep his right-hand man next to him? I could be an assassin after all.
Perhaps you go in there with truthful information.
I could also do that if things go awry. I could just be upfront with him about Lady Fiona as I play on my lute the Shrek song.
You could come there as someone seeking reward for information. Suggest that his bodyguard be there, as it's important for him to hear.
Hopefully they don't string you up for being a conspirator.
That's true.
But what are the odds of that happening?
You're just giving information that came upon you. I mean,
You know, I'm also kind of intoxicated right now. We could just dress me up as Strahd. I'd do a great Strahd impression. Just ask Tia.
She gives him a confused look.
Oh, okay. Roderick, you've lived here for quite some time. How tyrannical would you say the burgomaster is?
How
Would they be the
tyran-
type of person to kill him for even associating with someone who's plotting to assassinate him? Just to be on the safe side?
Speaking out against him will land you in prison, as you know. Equal would warning him of an assassination attempt be enough to get you in trouble.
Because, I mean, I was just a passerby that got invited to a house, man.
That's a little dependent on the results of the assassination attempt and what the other person has to say. Probably that's a dependent situation.
I'm a good liar.
If you got a
Oh,
silver,
wait. No, I'm good at deception. Okay, we're good.
if you got a silver tongue, you might be able to get away with it.
Well, what do you know? And I press the digitation, my tongue being silver.
You will
Wow.
never be silver tongue.
I watched his dad die. Oh, wait, what were we talking about?
Coxswain. His name was Coxswain.
No, that didn't happen in the previous timeline. Know where you guys are from. It's fine.
You should have heard my theory I told Grizz.
I will hear that after the game.
Eventually.
Yep.
Well, we could do that. I could just go in and... Now, the question is, would we all go in to give this accurate information? Because I feel like if I'm just by myself, what would you all be doing? In case things
Rescuing
go...
the shoemaker.
So what happens if he's willing to accept that information
You get
and they
paid.
go... Oh, so I would only be going in for money. No, forget the cobbler.
Maybe bring up your horse.
Yeah, and then we could steal him. Well, the person, not the horse. And
Why not
then
both?
you get your horse and we
For
get
the
the
first
person.
for the first time, Malin looks at Tia after hearing her say, "Why not both?" And I was like, "I like this cat now. I've been trying so hard to like this cat." Well, clock's ticking. I'm sure he's going to be sentenced today based on the only source of information we have from Fiona.
Well, we might as well go scout
I
the
want to
place
do a
out.
perception check to see if we've been getting followed by Fiona's little henchman.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I got a 6.
6. It's hard. It's hard to really know. Then you don't see him anywhere.
Well, Roderick, if you can point out where the Burgomaster's house is.
Right this way.
Now the question is the I'm sure we know that the jail is inside the Burgomaster's mansion, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I felt like that got brought up before. Okay, yeah. I guess we go.
Here's the thing. You go in there alone, there's no way for us to know if your plans worked, or if they've decided to imprison you, kill you right then and there. Are you willing to take that risk?
Well, if they go to attack me, I'm sure I will shout at the top of my lungs. But that's a good point. How could we figure this out? Let's see. If I see negotiations have fucking broken down, and I got a jet, or I need someone to fucking bust the doors down and help me out, I will just straight up prestidigitation some fucking fireworks. I'm sure people will fucking see that out of the windows.
Well, that seems fair enough.
We won't be able to see, though.
Oh, that is true.
We hear it though.
We will hear
the
it.
Tell you what, if you know something is wrong, I have this little spell. It makes a very loud noise.
That's better.
Does anyone have anything that's locked on them? Like a small chest. Can I just cast that spell on anything, or does it have to be on a locked object?
What is it?
It's knock.
For the sound effect, I'll say you can cast it on anything.
Can you not make a loud noise with prestidigitation?
I think
You can. It's not
but
that loud.
It's not that loud. It's only within a certain range.
If you don't have anything, I guess and Alarin will pull out a conjured chest lock. And
Well, just to make that noise, I guess I won't need it.
Oh, okay. We'll just put it back in his pocket.
Wait a minute. Oh, it only lasts in my next turn. I think there's a spell that can let me extend that, but I can't remember the spell. Let me double check, see if I got something else that's not a fucking second level that eats up my slot. Nope, that's it. That's all I got.
Thunderwave.
Yeah, I don't want to just. Well, honestly, I'll be by myself.
Yeah, so you might need to... That'll push them back too, right?
Yeah, might have to do that. You'll hear a loud noise. Trust me. It will
Very
be
well.
very loud. The building might collapse.
Oh, also, if things do get intense, please don't expect anything too impactful from me. I'm quite tired, and I just don't believe that I could cast the same amount of magic as I would.
Shit, I forgot this is the same day where you snuck out with Strahd, but I don't know that.
That's why this will be a stealth mission.
Here's hoping.
Mylan,
If I need to jump out of a window, I can make sure that we don't crash land.
Oh, you have that weird thing that makes you float.
Yes.
Mylan, do you happen to have a spare cloak?
I have an entire disguise kit. Let me just rummage through there.
You seem the type.
Well, it's mostly for costume and set stuff.
Right,
One of
exactly.
these days, I swear I'm going to play for all of you. Man, I killed it in that fort.
Mind if we borrow it?
Oh, you need it. No.
No,
No, I'm kidding. I give it to him. I'll give
Thank
it
you.
to him.
Gonna throw it over the prisoner.
Do I have like an extra cloak that's for like flair or whatever?
Preferably
Sure.
something with a hood.
Oh, yes, that could be useful.
There, fucker. Are you happy, Equa?
With you? Rarely.
Ah, man, this guy, dude. I try. denizens. I try so hard.
It's impossible to
Try
please me unless
so
the name is Kindy.
hard.
Thank God still for it. Now I'm sad, and I won't tell you why. Anyway,
So, what is the plan here? As
They're
you
gonna
guys are
sneak.
coming up to it,
and I'm just gonna go straight to the front door.
you're gonna go straight to the front door.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna request the Burgo. He has information for the Master and his guards, or head of guard.
I can really feel you guys trying to say Burgomaster. Like, I know it's hard.
I know. Hey, I said Burgomaster.
I
Fine.
want you to know that I
Just
support
Lauren
you.
What
You're
did I
doing
say?
great.
and Grizz.
You said Burgomaster. Wait, Burgomaster. And I was like, it's infectious and catching on.
And
The
then
Burgermeister.
yeah, so
The
he's
best- yeah, the
gonna go up,
master.
essentially make a distraction. We're gonna go toward the back because I swore somebody gave us a hint. I couldn't remember. Somebody gave us a hint to try the basement or the back or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
see, that's the same memory I was getting
Yeah.
with like he would be in the mansion. Because I swear we've talked about
Yeah,
this
there
before.
was. We asked somebody, and I think somebody gave us a hint that he was in the basement, or like the back.
Wasn't it
in the
Father
basement.
Lucian that told
It
you?
might have been.
Father Lucian said that he would look for plans for the mansion
Oh.
if he could find them.
Was it something about the mother just saying he's locked up in a dungeon and we just interpreted that as the
No,
basement?
this
of
was a
the
couple of
thing?
sessions, or like last
A
session,
session
I
or
think. I
something
thought
back.
I thought it got brought up that he was like we had asked where the jail was, like where he was being kept, and he was being kept at the mansion. But I mean, I'm not saying I remember anything about a basement, but I remember a distinct conversation with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, how's Malin's night vision?
I've got no dark vision, dog. I'm human.
How's Tia's? Tia have
I
dark
got
vision?
dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go in, also, I will give Eyes of the Night to Malin, so he'll be able to have dark vision.
Ooh. You see his
Nice.
pants lift up about
That's
an inch and a
super
half.
dark vision.
Does that mean that you lose yours?
No, I just share it.
It is pretty cool.
Hell
Oh yeah, you and your fucking 600 feet or whatever the fuck it
Ooh,
is.
ooh, oh damn it. I can't suggest this as alarm, but I'm like, you do have that thing where you can give someone like advantage on their initiative, which would be very handy for him if he had to bounce.
I don't
And it
want
lasts
you
for at least
bouncing.
like an hour or something.
I don't want you preemptively bouncing, so I will give that to Tia. No, Tia probably already be really fucking fast.
Oh, that's fucked.
I'll give that to
I-
myself. No, I'm gonna give that to Malin as well.
Oh!
In case Malin has to get out, I'll give Malin
I
that
gotta
for the day.
Get the hell out of there.
So Malin has Eyes of the Night and advantage on initiative, or is it a +2 initiative? I think it's advantage.
I believe it's advantage, yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna try and sneak up the back. I think the three of us, while Malin goes to the front. I think that's the plan.
All right, that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna turn to Roderick and say, so Roderick, what is the Burgomaster's actual name?
Starts with a V.
Burgomaster's actual name is Baron Vargas.
Baron
Vlahovic.
Vargas Vlahovic. Vargas.
Baron Vargas Vlahovic.
Right.
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 Are you sure you can remember that?
Baron Vargas Vlahovic, as I swig more wine.
GVB.
BV. I'm just gonna call him the Great Lord Burgomaster.
Oh, jeez.
Just use this title. Play it the fuck up. If there's anything I know about these noble types, is they love it when you kiss their ass. They also will generally give you a room to stay in after you save two small children who you find out are not just small children. Anyway, here's to me dying, and I'll just take 2 big gulps of this wine, just hand it to Lauren.
Why not? Good, good.
I'm just giving you that to hold. That's expensive shit.
Oh, here, I'll pour some of mine that you gave me before into yours.
Now you're tainting them.
How
it
drunk?
brings us closer.
I'd say he's a little tipsy, but I'm just gonna play it off that I just heard some heavy shit, and I had to come tell the Burgomaster, you know, like I had to take a couple shots at the blue water before I came and told him because it freaked me out.
Okay. Yeah, I won't make you roll for it. You'll be fine. A little tipsy's okay. So, Maitland, you dip off on your own
Yep.
to the mansion. This is where you guys are, by the way, right here.
Actually, what I'm gonna do, I want to use my disguise kit. Like, I want to find somewhere hidden, use my disguise kit to make me not look like myself. So I want to stealth away to do this in case what's her name has someone watching me.
Okay.
And then when I get inside, I'll take my disguise off
Okay.
to let them know, like, hey, look, I did this because, you know.
So, what we'll do is we'll roll a stealth check.
Okay. Oh, that's terrible. Well, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Stealth. That is a 14.
14, and then go ahead and roll your disguise kit, which is your dexterity plus proficiency if you're proficient.
Yeah, I should have this just plugged right into D&D Beyond. I don't. I thought I did. You said it's my dexterity?
Mhm.
Okay. Dexterity plus my proficiency.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a where's my +2? Dexterity is a +3. That is a 17.
17, and what are you trying to look like?
Just I'm not trying to look like anything in particular. I'm just trying to look like someone that you would look at and just not remember their face, essentially. Like they don't have a memorable appearance about them.
So everyone watches as Malin dips off into a side alley and does not go as far as he probably should for being stealthy and taking away from the group, and then comes out looking pretty much just like a different guy, like an average Joe, I guess. And then you all head off to the Burgomaster's mansion in 2 separate groups. Okay. So, as you get there, we'll go to Malin first. As you get there, it is a mansion, not bereft of the design of the Kolyanovich's mansion in Brovia. This mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. And as you approach, you see there is actually there's a couple of people, there's a man and a woman, who are arriving to the mansion carrying in their arms these thick bundles of like twigs. Yeah. And they actually go inside. Right?
I don't know.
They do it
No,
outside.
they don't. They stay outside. They actually turn around and go the opposite direction.
They would leave it outside.
Bye.
It says that they put him in the foyer, but I'm going to say that they whack him outside because he wouldn't want him in his fucking living room. Why would he want that? So they just leave this big pile of twigs outside, and you understand what they're doing. They're preparing extra wood for the festival tomorrow, which you gather will probably involve burning something of some kind.
Yeah, burning sun, you know. That whole chestnut. Yeah, I'll approach the door and give it a knock.
You approach the door and you give it a knock.
Oh, I see darkness. There
That
it
is
is.
exactly what I want you to see. So,
Oh,
very good. All right, where the fuck is the back to house? Back to house. I'm gonna grab all of you guys. Every last one is. And he's gonna go right there, and then Malin's up in the front, and then you guys is over here. Okay, so You give a good heavy knock on the front door, and the door opens. But a moment later, to see kind of like a young 20s-ish woman answer the door and say, "Yes."
I'm terribly sorry, miss, but I have to speak with the burgomaster immediately. It's of great import to both possibly his health, his guard's health, and even his son.
Oh, sorry.
I see. Come in. And she allows you into the main entryway and says, "Please wait here before, so I can go and get the Baron."
Do you have a coat rack that I can put my coat on?
She just points over to one of the corners.
Okay, I completely remove my disguise while she's gone.
Fair enough. Okay, so this is what you see, Malin. Framed portraits adorn the walls of this grand foyer. There are 6 in here, which features a wide staircase with a sculpted railing. A long carpeted hall attached to the foyer stretches almost the length of the mansion and has several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against the walls. So you're looking at this doohickey right here, and this doohickey right here. There's the maid. She pisses off. And you're left here. Are you doing anything while she's gone?
I'm just waiting.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like kind of, if there's a spot to sit down, I'll sit down. Like, you know, just waiting to be called upon by the burgomaster.
Yeah. So, she comes back a moment later and says, "Please come along. I will show you to the place you will be meeting him."
Okay, I'll follow her.
And she comes down here and she leads you off into this room and up here.
Yeah, I'm inside the darkness.
What you see in this darkness are padded chairs and couches, a little cozy bearskin rug down on the ground. On the east wall, there is the head of a very angry-looking brown bear. And this room reeks terribly of pipe smoke.
What does it smell like though? Because you say reeks, but if it's cherry, I'm gonna like it.
No, I think it's just your fantasy tobacco. Sorry. And then she fucks off, right? Same old, you know what it is.
Where can I sit? I'll sit on a couch. I don't want to make myself at home and sit in one of the proper chairs.
Okay. So, you wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or very patiently, I'm sure, before you hear the door handle begin to turn and a figure step in.
Stand up when I hear with my like hat in my hand.
Yes, the figure that enters the room is a human man of perhaps. There is definitely a nobility in the clothes that he wears, and the stature that he brings, but there is something about the demeanor of him that would indicate something a little more maddening to him. He's got this longer gray hair that comes down on the front and on the sides, that's balding up on the temples. Wearing this bright, kind of deep red, noble gown, essentially. And with him as he walks, he brings 2 large mastiff dogs that follow him where he goes. I'll bring them down here. He enters into the room and turns to you.
Why's everyone ugly in this place?
Welcome to Barovia. He turns to you and he says, "So, I hear you've got news for me."
Yes, news involving you, possibly your little one, as and even Isaac. I feel that your life is in danger.
He sort of nods and turns back to the bear statue and kind of snaps his fingers, and the two dogs, sort of go and sit respectively by either side of the window. Looks back up to the bear. "Do you know this bear?"
Looks like a very menacing bear to me.
"My father killed that bear. Nearly killed him. Almost took his life. But he did it. And now his head rests in my den. That ruthlessness has been passed down to me and will be passed down to my son as well. I want you to tell me about who is conspiring to kill me and my family, and I want you to do it quick."
How am I going to do this? I got to get Isaac down here. What?
It technically was a plot to kill Isaac, so
Yeah. Well, if I'm being frank with you, the original plot that was told to me was to kill Isaac. And once he was out of the way, they would come for you. Lady Fiona.
Lady Fiona. I fucking knew it. She's been gunning for my position for years. Do you know she tried to wed her daughter to my son, specifically so she could have an in?
Well, it sounds like she's already possibly hired someone to take out Isaac. And if that's true, then you're in danger.
What's your name?
Malin Redkeep.
Why have you brought me this information, Malin Redkeep?
Well, to be honest, it was me that she inquired to do the job. I am just a traveling minstrel and troubadour who came hearing about festivals and thinking I could entertain a crowd in such a dreary state. And something seemed off about her. She seems to like Strahd.
He kind of turns back to you and he puts his arms behind his back. And whistles, and the two dogs get their heads low and begin growling and slowly pacing towards you. You kind of see the drool.
What did I do? I was honest.
Dropping down from their slobbering lips. That's all well and good, Malin Redkeep. But why have you come to me to tell me of my own assassination attempt? What's in it for you?
Well, one, I got my ass beat by Strahd not that long ago, so I don't much care for him, and it seems word around town is you don't like him either. And also, I was wondering if possibly you could help me find my horse.
Make a persuasion check for me.
At least I got a +9.
Just imagine these big ass
I got a
Rottweilers.
19. I rolled a 10 on the die.
Yeah, he kind of stares at you for a moment and is really summing you up to see if he can trust you or not. The dog's getting ever closer. You kind of see the one on top is
If no one
beginning.
gets any closer, he's gonna hump my leg.
He's beginning to like get into a position where he's ready to jump at you. Before the Baron snaps his fingers again and they, hearing their command, begin receding out from your space. The devil does need to be stopped, you know.
Yes, I take very personally the ass whooping he gave me.
What happened there?
I was looking
Tell
for my
me.
horse, and he decided to beat the shit out of me because I didn't accept a dinner invitation or whatever it was.
You were invited to dinner, were you? I see.
Apparently,
I empathize with this losing of the horse. If something would have happened to my boys, and he sort of holds his hands out, and both of the dogs, and put their heads up into his hands, I'd feel terrible. I like you, Malin Redkeep. I might keep you around. So tell me, what would you like as payment for delivering this information to me?
well, I hear that you're a very powerful person here, and I was wondering if you could possibly use some of those connections to help me find Moss. It was last seen apparently with a man named, God damn it, I will fucking never remember this guy's name. Argyle.
Arago. Consider it done. And he just walks out of the room, leaving the door wide open.
Oh shit.
Is
This
there
did not go to plan.
anything else I can inquire about for you, Malin?
Yes. I was. Fuck it, dude. At this point, it's off the rails. I hear that you have someone in your care currently that spoke out against you.
He kind of stops gratingly as he's walking out of the door. And what would you know about that?
Not much. I was just curious about what his sentence would be.
We haven't gotten to that yet. Why?
Well, honestly, I need a new pair of shoes, and he sounds like he was the only shoemaker in town. And I was wondering, you're about to decimate an entire family that doesn't like you, and quite honestly, I don't like them if they like Strahd. So we have a mutual understanding there, I hope. I was wondering if maybe you could probably let that go, but with a show of force. Maybe let him go, but make sure he knows his place.
What would you have in mind?
Well, you could always make him work during the festivities for free of charge, of course.
No.
Or put on a public display. I mean, where I'm from, we usually put people in the middle of town and throw different fruits and stuff at them.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
This sucks. I'm gonna have to kill these dogs and jump out a window.
Also, was the plan to wait until dinner, or would we have been sneaking this whole
I
time?
don't
We
fucking
would be
know what the plan is anymore.
We would be sneaking. Unfortunately, Malin insists
I
that
didn't-
Isaac show up before he gave the information.
Yeah, I saw 2 fucking dogs show up in this guy, and he didn't seem like he wanted to fucking bring
But it's
Isaac to
like-
the party.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it I was rolling for? My lowest is
Persuasion.
an 11,
Lowest is an 11.
so
Okay.
plus 9, so 21.
11 plus 9 is 20.
Yeah, 20. Sorry,
You
I'm an
bitch.
idiot. Dirty 20.
He kind of recedes back in the door, and you see one of the dogs is left before him, and he just beckons it back in, and it comes back in.
Oh fuck.
He closes the door. Tell me, Malin, how long have you been in town for?
I'm gonna try and be honest with this. About 3 days.
So, you've yet to see the festivities in the
Oh,
full
we
effect.
saw the. I saw the previous ones with the wolf heads as they were being taken down.
As they were being taken down. You know, this is my town. And the way that I rule it, my accent's going all over the place, is when someone speaks out about my rule, it doesn't bode well for the rest of the festivities. You see, I'm encouraging people to feel happy, joy, because it's the only way for the devil to be defeated. What kind of impact do you think it'll make if I let that man go?
Oh man, this is gonna be one of those moments where this is a hit or a fucking miss. Well, from what I've seen of Barovia, it's a tyrant. He wants his way, he gets his way. And the festivities do bring light to a dreary place. But if one devil is a tyrant that brings despair, and one person tries to bring joy, but in a tyrannical way, why not show a bit of mercy now and again to show that the people that you rule over, that you're different than the devil that you're trying to destroy and keep at bay? Show the commoners that although without a deadly show of force, that you are right in your belief, show them that even though that they disagree with you, you're still better than the devil that gnaws at their gates.
Are you questioning my methods?
No, just making an observation. I've only been here for 3 days. I don't know the whole picture, as I've previously stated.
I like you, Malin. I'll consider it. In the meantime, if there's nothing else, I'll have the horse returned to you by sundown tomorrow. Blue Water Inn?
Yes, that's where I've been staying.
You'll see it there.
Oh, fuck.
And he walks out of the room, visibly on the verge of being heavily offended. With a 20, just kept it on your side.
Oh,
Okay.
this is where the shit so starts.
In the meantime, you guys.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
In the meantime, and this is a decent sized conversation. It's a 10-minute conversation, so you've got 10-minute window here, right?
Yeah, plus it took 10 minutes from the show up, so.
Yes, it did. So, you're heading around the back, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I want everyone to do. Roll a stealth check.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have 3 invisibility spells, which I can only concentrate on one at a time. Can we scout the perimeter first through, like, the tree line or wherever we are and see if there's guards outside, whatever, before we... Like, because I'm not sneaking right up to the building right now, because I'm thinking, like, potentially invisibility, sending people in one at a time, and using up all my spell slots to do it.
Sure, you can send a scout around if you would like.
No, I mean, like, can we... I don't know, from, like, our point of view, can we see if there's guards, like, on the outside of the building?
you guys are kind of on the road, so from what you can see, I believe there are guards. Hold on. How long do you spend there?
Oh, to be honest, we wouldn't have been on the road. We would have is there like a tree line or anything? Like, is there?
If you wanted to get back around the back, it's kind of the Burgomaster's mansion is kind of in the middle of a bunch of houses, so there's no tree line.
Okay,
plus
there's no tree line.
You've got the wall for Velaki. You can duck behind like a house or something if you want to.
Yeah, we could duck behind a house and then like peer and see if the back of the Burgomeister's mansion has guards.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Roll me a perception check and tell me how long you're waiting for to watch.
Probably not super long because we know we don't have a lot of time. Perception, it's not amazing amount.
And the other two of you who are tagging along on this can do this as well.
13 for my perception.
Mine is 19.
14.
And I would only look for like
2 minutes. Yeah.
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 Okay.
So we know we have to act fast, so.
Yeah. I will say Alaran and Tia, you do clock on the back end of the building leading out to the gardens. There is a door. Does not appear to be guarded, best you can tell. So you guys would actually be on this side right here.
Looks like one door unguarded.
Right. No need to use invisibility yet, I suppose.
Sure, I mean, unless someone's standing right by the door on the inside.
Maybe Tia, you and I can go first, and you can look over my shoulder through the window if it's that type of door.
Well, you know, it's... yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
All right. And then if we wave at you, Roderick, then you can follow. That it's all clear.
Fuck. Yeah, alright.
Alrighty.
Okay, so Tia is going up to the door? Is that what we're agreeing on? Or is it Alaran?
So Alaran and Tia are sneaking up to the door, and then we weren't sure. Is it just like a full wooden door, like no like little peek hole or anything?
The full wooden door, and also you've noticed in your perception checks that all of the windows are draped.
Ah, okay.
It would appear that someone is making a conceited effort not to be seen by prying onlookers.
So,
But before, rewind a little bit.
it looks like that is very heavily covered. Whoever opens that door, I don't think there's going to be a way to know what's on the other side.
No, there won't be.
Is this the type of mission where, I hate to do this, we just send Tia in invisible? Hope she can do the best and we'll just see his backup if it goes wrong.
But my only issue with this is getting inside in the first place. If someone is even by that door and see it opens, that's it.
Well, what if you were invisible and you just cracked it open a peep and looked in and then opened it more if we're okay, but if not, you just close it. And then if there's a guard in there, maybe he just thinks the wind picked up the door and
that's what I
slammed
was
it.
thinking.
Because your head's small enough, I feel like you could get a good eye in there just through a little crack.
Sure, why not? I'll give it a shot.
Should I make you invisible or you just...
I think for the sake of this, let's go invisible. Because if they see a cat opening a door, they're going to suspect something.
Alright, I'm gonna use another invisibility spell. Oh boy.
Okay, so Tia pops out of vision.
And she will walk up to the door.
You waltz on up to the door.
Is there a lock on it?
There is a lock on it.
Oh, God. There's always a lock. I'm going to do a quick perception for any types of traps.
Go ahead and roll for that.
14.
Not a trap that you can see.
This is why Laura should have went. I forgot about magical traps. All right. Well, she will attempt to slowly open the door. Check. Actually, she'll probably see if it's locked or not. So.
It is locked.
Okay.
Yep.
Nah, that's bad. Okay. She's going to try and unlock it. Thieves' tools.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your thieves' tools.
18.
You stick your thieves' tools in and you begin adjusting the pins, because that's how medieval locks work. And you just about manage to get that final pin up. Not too hard of a lock. You rolled over the DC for that.
So on that, she's going to give it about another 15 seconds before she opens the door. Just to wait. And then
Okay.
she's going to just slowly creak open the door, see what she can see inside.
How far are you opening the door?
Just enough so where you can, just like her like right eyeball could like just see through it.
Make a perception check for me.
Okie dokes. 21.
21's pretty good. Yeah, you look inwards and you see a kitchen. And inside this kitchen, you see a cook chopping down on some meat. It's a big kitchen. It's a big kitchen. There's just you know what? Because it opens out, you probably only see the top half. So I'm gonna, not that it matters now because you've seen it, but I'm gonna re-hide this section.
That's fine.
Door opens out.
I mean, so I imagine this cook is looking at the table, right?
They appear to be, yeah.
I mean, they have sight on the door. They're going to see the door open.
Time for some kitty shenanigans.
She's invisible.
How small are you as a cat? Can't you just squeeze through?
I mean, she can. I mean,
That's up to you, dog.
yeah. How long would it take me to like relay information back to them?
You're invisible, so you probably have to run for like, I'll say like 20 seconds, 30 seconds to get back there.
And how long does invisibility last, Chris?
It's like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Let me double
An
check.
hour.
An hour.
Okay, so about 20 seconds, minute. Okay. So she'll run back to the group and quickly say, so right inside, there's just seems to be one cook there. She's at a table though, so if the door opens anymore, they're gonna notice.
What if you go in invisible, get by her, knock something over, she turns around, and that's when we sneak in through the door and go. Was there another door nearby?
Yes, there's 2 of them, actually 3 of them, but I'm worried one of them might just lead into a closet.
Well, in that case, if it was, we could at least hide in the closet momentarily until you cause more of a ruckus.
Sure, we'll go with that. You guys might want to get.
Or
Alright.
you could go in yourself, scout as you are invisible, locate the cell, and then we go from there.
Alright, I guess that's an option as well. And see, I don't even know if this place is a basement. I'm risking a lot of things doing that. I'll just try to get as far as I can. So she'll say, alright, I think. No, I still gotta get past the cook.
Look, I'll know if you're in trouble if I lose concentration on the spell.
Right. I'll see if I can get past this cook. If you guys can get just a little bit closer to the door, and if you hear any loud noises from just inside that kitchen, the cook has been alerted.
Does that mean we go or don't go?
That means you go.
Okay,
What,
so
what if you let out a loud meow?
I think it's best you find the cell.
Yeah,
If we all go in there, searching every room, we're gonna get caught. You
I
might
know,
be able to get
that's-
away with it.
Right. Okay. I'll just go for it.
Plus, even if you lose visibility, you're just a cat, so just run away and, they'll just think a stray cat got in somehow.
Oh yes, yes. I'm sure they treat animals kindly. She goes back to the door, and she's going to try to squeeze through.
So, as you go back to the door, and you attempt to squeeze through it into the kitchen, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
No!
What a
I can't stand away.
Yeah, so Tommy said he keep going. No, tough shit.
Oh, damn it! You couldn't read your messages.
No, I think we've committed now. I mean, how bad you guys want to keep going?
Keep going.
We're
I
at
would
the
like
start.
to.
Last session of the year.
That's true. You know what? That I was for stopping, but then that's a good point.
Last session
Last
of the year,
session.
man.
If
Let's
everyone's
go with
okay,
it.
if everyone's okay to keep going, then I guess we can keep going.
How you
Yeah,
feel,
I'm good.
Ginch? Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Eeyore?
All right. All right, Tia. As you attempt to squeeze through the door, roll me a
Don't
stealth check.
sleep and drive.
Self check advantage because invis.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 13.
Oh boy.
13, you say.
13. Like she told you, if you heard something, just gotta go for it.
Okay. You are not being as stealthy as you would like to be. As you open the door and squeeze inwards, you kind of brush it with your back hip, and the door opens about an extra 3 inches from what you were intending to. In addition, you are faced with a bundle of sticks immediately in front of you that you have to try and vault over. Which you do so, one of the sticks just kind of shifting a little bit. The cook has not noticed.
Wow. Okay.
The dogs have, though.
Yeah. For sure. But she doesn't know there's dogs in there. That's the thing. I gotta play it like that.
They smell you.
I'm not gonna check that door. She's okay. I assume the cook is like facing like downward towards here, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's no point in me checking that. I'm just.
Then I will say
Supposed to-
that.
So I'm going to try to walk by her to get to this door here.
Okay, yeah. You just walk around to get to that door.
Okay. You forgot to get to the basement. Okay, I think I forgot a way. Is this door locked right here? It shouldn't be.
You go ahead and jump up and try the handle. It is not locked.
Okay, well, she's going to squeeze through if possible.
Okay, so you go ahead and squeeze through. You enter into the foyer, and what you see is what you see.
Yeah. So, knowing that she's looking for a cell of some type, she wants to figure out how to get lower. So, I'm going by typical house design. So,
Mhm.
she's going to work her way towards the front through this hallway. Hopefully, nothing is trapped in this hallway. I imagine not be.
Yeah, you gingerly trek along the rug, avoiding the bundles of twigs and sticks. You come to this foyer and you see a staircase leading up, a door leading down, and a door leading up. And you also see there is a maid sitting in here, sort of moving some of the bundles of sticks around into appropriate places.
So, the bundles of sticks are caught by rope, right? They're tied by rope or like some twine?
They are.
Okay. And you said the staircase leading down would be here? Like I can tell that's a staircase, or is that a door?
There's a door. So there's a door up here, and there's a door down here. There is only one staircase, and it leads up, and it's
Okay.
right next to you.
I have to assume this is the way down. She is going to use how strong do these twines or rope is on the bundle of sticks? Does it look like it can be easily cut by a cat's claw or a dagger?
Yeah, well, definitely by a dagger.
Okay. So as the maid is doing these bundles, Tia's gonna wait until the maid is finished with one bundle and sets it aside, and then she is going to try to cut the bundle instantly with her dagger to make it seem like the knot on it wasn't tight enough.
Okay. Grizz, do me a favor. Send me the description of invisibility.
Oh god, does that count as an attack?
Does that count as an attack?
I'm not going to count it as an attack, I don't think, but I just want to make sure that I specify what
If it
what.
does, I just don't want to do it.
Because I think you can still interact with objects normally using invisibility.
I can't really send it to you because then I gotta close the cameras.
Here,
Um,
send it to him.
so-
I'll send it to him.
I mean, when a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends, anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. The spell ends for the target that attacks or casts a spell.
Because all she wants to do is basically just undo a knot.
Yeah, easy enough for you to do. You can just snip it gone and the sticks scatter down. You kind of see her look up and she basically walks straight along here to get there,
Right,
narrowly
Ash,
missing
wants
you.
by going to go to the store here.
Okay. You
Is it
go
locked?
into that door. Let me see. Because I don't honestly know what that is.
Oh, there's a lot of coats
So
in
it's
here.
not the right one. Damn it.
Okay, yes. So that door is not locked.
It's not locked, then she's going to just peek her head in.
Okay, you peek your head in. Although it looks like a prison cell, it's not a prison cell. You look inwards and you see a number of coats, including Malin's.
That's right.
I think
Nope, just the disguise stuff. I'm wearing my normal coat, just the
Yeah,
shit I was
Malin's
wearing as a
big.
disguise.
you might
Funny
actually want to look for a door that's locked. That might be it. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of like regular house designs, like
Yeah.
where the basement would be. So, on that note, what's the status on the maid? She's gonna look back to see how quickly the maid is doing those sticks.
With the way that you cut it, you kind of cut it in, I'll say one place, because you don't want to be too crazy. At this point, she's collecting them all up.
Okay, so she hasn't tied it yet.
No.
On that note, she's gonna quickly go down here and see if this door's locked.
That door is not locked.
Peek her head in.
You go ahead and peek your head in. And what you see is a parlor that has a fine array of furnishings and draperies. Definitely a feminine touch here. Things are, much better kept than the foyer in the kitchen that you were in. As you're peeking in, you kind of hear a voice behind you say, and the maid gets up and walks into your space
Oh gosh.
and is
Alright.
going to close the door.
Alright.
What I want you to do for me to try and avoid being stepped on, touched, or otherwise found is roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Let's do it. Oh god, that's a 10.
Oh fuck!
That's not good.
I don't think Ginchi realized there wasn't a wall separating there.
God. There was.
I don't know what these.
No,
I don't know what
those
those dotted lines
dashes.
are.
I think
Oh.
that represents that there's either something above it, or it was supposed to be something that blocks it off.
Okay.
Like maybe it's a walkway above.
Like a curtain or something.
Yeah,
I think it might be a
probably, I would
walkway that's
assume.
above it. Because a foyer usually, like, a lot of houses call it a foyer, but a foyer usually has a small balcony area,
Yeah.
but
Interesting. Yeah. No.
not all of them.
Oh yeah. That's Tommy is right. That is open space in the floor above. The stairs kind of go up, and then they would probably work around into
Right.
a landing, and that area is open. Yes. So, Tia,
Oh god.
You are poking your head in to this room as the maid notices that the door is open when it should not be. She goes up to the door, grabs it, and closes it on you.
Oh no!
Oh no.
It's not heavy damage. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
So I got a question. This has been
Yep.
sitting here forever because I remember Tommy saying temporary hit points don't expire until you lose that, at least for his spell. So do I still have these 9?
You don't, because I
Just
think
messed
end of a
up
long
is that
rest.
Genji joined this game after my name had already been changed to Lordimus, and he still calls me Tommy.
I believe that the hit points end on long rest, don't they, Tommy?
Repeat that?
The temporary hit points, they finish on a long rest.
No.
No? Oh.
They
No.
don't?
No, so it's until you do a long rest, which I thought last session after we did it, I did the speech. thought.
When
If
did you
you
last do
didn't-
your speech?
I thought I did it before
you
we
do the speech
left.
before you the cockatrice?
I thought I did it before the cockatrice. I think. If I'm
Oh.
wrong, then they would go away.
The
But
last-
there is no, like, the spell itself, if I can read it here, or the feature itself. It just says, inspiring leader. You can spend 10 minutes inspiring your companions. Choose up to 6 allies, including yourself, that can see or hear and can understand you within 30 feet. Each creature gains 9 temporary HP once per short rest.
Yeah, so they finish on long rest. So the question is, when did you last do your speech? It was after the cockatrice.
I thought we did it before. It might have been after. I can't remember.
My memory is probably just not remembering. So if you did it today, around the cockatrice, then yes, you would still have the 10
Because
HP.
from what I was looking up on the feature, it never specifies a time limit on when they leave. It just says I can keep doing it once per short rest.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'd say you probably still have the temp HP.
All right, great. I lost 2. All right. Now
Okay.
the better question is, do I come out invisibility because of that?
So she slams the door, and nothing gives. You know what I want you to do here, Ginge?
All right.
Roll a con save to see if you cry out from pain, because this is a surprise attack.
That's another 10.
There is a cat meow that erupts from you as the door closes, and the maid goes, "What?" and tries to
Oh,
shut
wow.
the door again. Make another deck save.
8.
Oh my
I would
god.
have moved. Oh, come on.
You
Oh,
take
it was
another,
destiny.
you take another 3 points of bludgeoning damage,
All right.
and I want you to make an acrobatics check as you are trying to escape a grapple in the
18.
door. There's no way she beats that. That's a 3. Yeah.
Jesus.
I feel like you
She
gotta check
closes the door.
upstairs.
And leaves it there, and you are kind of left doing that thing that cats do when they're stuck, where the legs just go completely and randomly wild. And you know what? Since you were facing into that room, as the door closes, you duck in the room. No, you can duck out. That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Oh man.
You can duck out of the room as she closes it, and she is now beginning to like fumble around and try and see if she can find you. But now it'd be your turn.
All right, great. When yeah, she's going to just quickly move silently and just going to check upstairs.
Yeah, roll another stealth check for me. As a reset.
19.
19, pretty good. Okay. So, you go ahead and check upstairs. This is what you see, Ginge. If you would like to move your token to
Sure.
the area that is now able to be seen.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay, sorry. Wish I could have done the same thing.
You do in fact see a landing right there.
Where would I be? Would I be like here?
You would be, as you go up the stairs, you'd end up like right just in the middle section of these stairs right there.
Oh, okay.
But you're gonna curl around anyway, so
Right.
it's alright. As you come up here, you see framed landscape paintings that line the walls. And red silk drapes cover a 10-foot tall arched window of leaded glass. That is this one right here.
All right. She's going to just keep moving up, kind of staying close to the wooden edge over here.
Mm-hmm.
So that way she can attempt to hop over if something happens.
Yeah,
She will
you do so.
peek around this corner.
You peek around that corner and you see ahead of you where the landing continues. This is now the actual floor of the house. It ends over here in a staircase that leads upwards.
What's up again?
And there are, from what you can see, 2 openings right here and right here that lead into other sections.
All right. Does she's going to get about right here, and she wants to see if she can like hear anything from that room.
From which room? The one that you're standing next to?
Yeah, that opening. This thing right here.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
Before she attempts to go by it. 14.
14.
Like any type of shuffling.
Yeah, there's a little bit of shuffling from the room immediately above you, the one that you're standing next to.
All right. She's. I would ask, does it sound like more than one, sets of shuffling? But I would probably have to get closer.
On a 14 perception, it's a little bit hard to tell.
Okay.
You just hear that there's some creaking of floorboards, some movement in there.
He was trapped. He wouldn't be. You know what? She's going to get a bit closer to it. Does it look like there's a door here? If she peeks her head around the corner?
This is another hallway, another corridor.
Oh my god.
There is a... You can look at the doors. There's a room to your right or to your left, and then further up a room to your right and a room to your left.
All right. Dang. All right. Well, she will get by a door on the left, and can she? Is there a way she could peek under it?
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
Okay, dokes. 17.
17. Yeah. You also hear movement in here, and you look under to see what you can just make out to be a desk, like the foot of a desk. And kind of this heavy breathing of like.
Oh no. So
It's at this point,
Alright.
Tia, that you hear footsteps coming from behind you.
All right.
As they walk around the corner, and you see that same maid come around up to that door where you are standing at and knock.
She is going to start backing out and attempt to sit right at that corner.
Mm-hmm. You hear someone say, "Yes," before she goes in, and the door closes. Roll the perception check to see if you can hear what they say.
Okay. 7.
Can't hear a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Tommy
No-
roll.
God. All right. She's going to keep moving and attempt to peer
It's
down.
a 14.
Attempt to peer down this.
Yeah, you go ahead and peer down that. You see another hallway.
It's
2 doors on the left, one on the upper side. And now you hear footsteps as that door previously opens, and you hear.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shoot.
I know where she's at.
Yeah. All right.
The maid The Baron and his 2 mastiffs walk out, and as they do so, you see the one mastiff go. He's going to attempt to smell you. See if he can find you.
Oh, I thought he was talking to Maitland first.
Yeah, he's got to
retro
fail.
roll.
Yeah, he's got to
retro
fail
roll.
this.
Retroactive roll.
There's still time between now and when Malin talks to the dude. There's still time.
God.
Where the fuck am I? Mastiff. Oh, that's nice. And they didn't include a mastiff.
Stat
block,
block.
but I know
Oh,
that
wow.
DB has it, so like a bloody book. Okay. Oh, keen hearing and smell. The mastiff has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Timeline is about to change.
It is.
What was your previous stealth roll, Ginge?
It's
Actually, just
19.
roll one now. Roll one now as you see it coming.
Okay.
20.
Eight.
No, it's
20
20.
actually, because advantage.
It's a 20 because advantage. Yes, it is. So you watch as he puts his nose to the ground and he begins walking your way slowly. Before the other one in front of the Baron is also sniffing the ground and goes, woof, woof. And he goes, come on, boy. And he walks down this way instead. Your stealth roll beat it out, but not by much.
Nice.
I'll have a
He's
time
going
lapse
down that way now.
All right. So they're all going downstairs. She is going to check. She is going to check down here and start looking under the door, see if she can see something.
Okay, yeah. I'll say under that one, just roll me another perception. We'll do it for each thing.
Should I just roll 3?
Just do one for now.
7.
Can't make out shit on that one.
All right, next door.
Next door it is.
7.
Oh my
Can't make out
god.
shit on that one either.
I'm having a bad streak.
Your
with
rolls
this.
tonight, dude. So bad.
Next one.
If-
9. All right.
Just go up the stairs, dude. Go up the next
Yeah.
flight. Fuck it.
Aren't those stairs leading downwards?
Oh, are
No,
they?
they're going
I
up.
don't know. Maybe
No,
they're
they're
go-
leading up. They're going upwards, I think.
Unable to
Oh,
discern what's in any of these doors.
It might
they
be
go
going
down
down
to the
because you're right. The
kitchen?
No,
kitchen
they
was
are
right
going
there.
down.
So never
They
mind.
are
Yeah.
going down,
Never
you're right.
mind.
I'm only saying that because the artwork
Yeah.
of the stairs.
Dude,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Check the master's quarter. Maybe he keeps the fucking prisoners in his room because he's fucking weird.
Or it's like in the fucking kitchen
So goes
cellar or
to
something.
when Lauren tried to tell you about tying people up and making animal
Well,
noises.
that's what I wanted to do. Like, I just realized, like, when I went upstairs, actually, no, I was down by that maid, that the kitchen might have a cellar that I probably want to check out. But, I mean, yeah, since those actually go down, she'll just actually go down these.
Okay. So you wind up back in the kitchen.
All right.
It's at this point that you see the 2 dogs and the man inside the kitchen,
Why are they in the kitchen?
and they are talking to the cook.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So
you
what-
see him. You see him
Okay.
say, "Did you see anything at all?" And the cook goes, "No, I didn't. I swear I didn't see anything at all." And he goes, "Are you lying to me right now?" And the cook is kind of like, "No, I promise I didn't see anything. Please." Then why is that door open? And she kind of looks around and sees that the door you kind of left a little ajar in your botched stealth roll. I don't know. I swear I don't know. I didn't see a thing. Come with me now. And he leads her back out into that central foyer.
Maybe she's going to the prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I kind of want to follow that.
You want to follow that?
Yeah, I want to keep my distance because of the dogs, though.
Aye, bro. Roll a stealth check.
Oh god.
Ballsy. Oh my god.
15, actually 17, because advantage.
The huntress hunts the hunters.
Yeah. You watch them. As they go, you watch them leave the room into the foyer, and you scoot on over to the door right here, which they close behind them.
Taking a long ass time for this guy to come see me.
And you have to jump up and open the door.
All right.
And as you do so, you jump up and you open the door, and it slowly. At which point, you see one of the mastiff's ears, woof, and he turns to look at the door.
I mean, I'm invisible.
You hear this
luckily.
faint, and he starts slowly walking up to the doorway.
I mean, surely they're like these guys aren't just going to stand at the base of the stairs. I want to know where they're going.
No,
like,
these
before the dog
ones.
gets there.
These ones are going up, and you see now the guy who is unnamed to you is dragging the cook by the hand up the stairs, and she is kind of. She's not fighting it, but she's looking defeated.
So on that note, she's not going to close the kitchen. Like, is this a door right here?
It is.
All right, so she's going to go through that door. Actually, no, because she came from these stairs, right?
Yep.
Okay. No, so she's going to close this door. So she's going to slowly close it.
You slowly close it before the mastiff gets to you.
Yep.
You doing anything else?
And she wants to check this door right here.
Yeah, that door is unlocked.
And she's
You
going to
look-
look in.
Inwards to see. This is great, you guys. This is fucking fantastic.
No.
You look inwards and you see a pantry that contains showers of foodstuffs, although half
Oh,
of them
how
are bare.
nostalgic.
2 barrels of wine stand against the east wall.
How very nostalgic. On
My
that note,
God.
she's going to walk back and go up the stairs to try to see if she can catch at least where those guys are going.
Because he wouldn't imprison anyone like probably where the dining and hanging out floor is, I would assume.
You go back up the stairs.
Yeah.
You catch, as you go, you catch these people as they are heading up. You just about see, technically it'd be the dog behind.
Alright.
As they're heading upwards.
So she's just gonna wait until she hears a door closes at that point. So whenever she hears a door closes and like no more presence in the outside hallway, she's gonna start checking these doors.
Yeah, you hear them, with your passive's okay, you hear them go all the way up to the edge. A lock be undone. And the person, there's slight commotion before the door's closed and then locked again.
Okay.
And then the guy comes straight back down. He kind of looks around. Where's your brother? And then he whistles again. It's at this point that you hear bounding coming from behind you up the steps.
We can open
The dog can open doors. Fuck.
No, I'm calling bullshit.
Not all doors have like handles.
But you said she jumped up to open the handle.
Yeah, you did say that on that earlier.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Yes.
I'll allow it. You can call me out on my shit right now.
This is a fucking Jurassic Park velociraptor just walked up.
Listen, these are really,
Sorry to
really
do that
smart
to
dogs.
you. Sorry to do
really
that.
smart dogs. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, and he meets back up with the two of them, and you kind of see the guy like kneel down and look dead at the dog. You hear him mutter something to him, and the dog just looks around and then back down the stairs before he just goes, right, and then walks off.
So when he walks off, does he walk? Okay, he walked downstairs.
Walks downstairs.
On that note, she's going to quickly go up and check the door because she knows that they were in that one. So she's going to start at the back and work her way down.
Yeah, that door is locked and it is shut to the floor.
Shut to the floor. Oh, she's going to try to unlock it.
Yeah, roll a thieves' tools check.
Come on. 10.
You stick your thieves' tools in there and you begin trying to pry apart the lock, and it is not budging.
Oh my goodness.
God, dude.
Genji, I give you my bardic inspiration without
Holy
actually
cow.
giving it to you.
The point
You
where
can-
Go
You
ahead.
can hear now with your passive perception talking underneath of you, and the muffled voices you just about recognize to be Malin's.
Okay, they're still so they're talking.
They
Am I
are
able to try
talking.
again?
He
or
is
that
distracted.
not allowed?
You can try again. The DC will be higher.
Let's do it. She's trying again.
Come
One more
on,
time.
baby.
Believe in you.
Tia, baby.
16.
The
Fuck.
DC went from 15 to 17.
Ooh.
You try
better get a
and
nat
try
20.
again. And it's not. It still isn't going. But you do hear from within someone say, "Hello? Who is that?" And the voice that you
Alright.
recognize to be the cooks.
The cooks?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So Tia's going to say, an outside friend. Look, I know you're probably in trouble for being in there, and I want to help you out. So I need you to start fiddling with the lock. Break it in any shape, way, or form, and maybe it'll be easier for me to unlock it from the outside.
Okay.
Get some type of thing here.
There's another person in here with me, but I don't. They're tied up.
Right. Just... I'm just going to try my best. You just do something to make it a bit easier for me.
I will allow you to do one more Thieves' Tools check. The DC
Alright.
for this one, since it's the last one, is going to be 19.
Come on, thieves' tools.
And this is your last ability to do this.
Yep, and then she's gonna jet. 9.
Fuck!
Okay, we got the information.
We
That's
got
what
the
we
It's
needed.
not going. You hear struggling from the other side, and she's like, "It's not budging."
Alright,
Tia.
Well, she's gonna say, all right, well, look. There's doors? Oh my
A
goodness.
door from behind you opens. It's this one.
That one, okay.
And from within, you hear this. Doof, doof. And a figure turns to his right. You see a demonic arm that replaces the regular flesh of a human man. Bald on top, wielding a large battle axe. As he looks in your direction.
All right.
What do you do?
Well, where's he at? Like, exactly, since he's looking at me.
He's right there.
Oh no.
Okay.
Kill him.
No, she's going to wait until he is about, was that 15 feet?
Yeah, that's 15 feet.
All right, she's gonna wait till if the creature moves there, and then she
Yeah.
will act.
He does. You watch as he kind of puts his head down and tilts it to the side in an attempt to hear anything. And then begins walking. Boof. Boof.
She will then. I hope I can do this. She will use her one misty step to go on the other side of the creature, and then just start running out.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So,
You cast a spell.
you cast a
Oh,
spell.
no.
Where are you putting yourself?
She gonna put herself right there.
Put yourself right there. Okay. That's your 30 feet Misty Step.
Yep.
As Tia, you say the words, and as you're doing so, you watch the invisibility fade from you, and you look up at him, and he makes dead eye contact with you and goes, before you, and reappear behind him as he turns, and you are booking it.
Yep.
You
She's
have
going right
your
out.
action and your move.
My action, my move. All right, perfect.
Fucking run.
Yeah, no, I think I got enough stuff to get me out.
I lost concentration.
So,
Oh no.
so with where Where is it? Is it that one?
Should we check the back door?
Give her 30 seconds.
So she's going to use her feline agility to double her movement speed up to 60.
Okay.
She's going to work her way down the stairs.
Okay, so you have 90 feet of movement this round with your action dash if you choose to use it.
Yeah, then 90 feet. So she's
So
going
you go. Boom, that's 15, 60 down to this one. So you're right there. And then 10, 15, which is 75. And then you get another 15, right? So you get right there. You guys, you see Tia emerge. 15, 20, 25, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, that's what you see. You see Tia emerge. She's booking it for her life right now.
Don't worry, you're all about in the building because as soon as the fucking dude catches wind that this magical cat went everywhere,
You don't know Magical Cat. That's the assassin who came to kill him.
Tia, you keep running.
True.
Oh.
You keep
All
running
right.
to the group.
Yeah, she keeps running to the group.
How far are you moving this turn?
She's going to catch up right to him. This 5, 10, 15.
They're further back than that. I'm just asking how
Further
far
back
you
than
can
that.
run.
Oh. Probably just another. Yeah, just another 30. Actually, no, because with dash, 60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah, so 60 feet out.
Okay.
Are Lauren and Roderick like peeking out from behind a house or something? I'm
Oh.
like trying to.
I'm sure we're
Okay.
keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, you're keeping an eye on the door. How long did I say it took you to run to
20 seconds.
20 seconds? So that's, we'll say 4 rounds. So you guys watch as right about here, Tia, you're 60 feet away from this at this point, so you're far. A figure emerges with an infernal arm. You move 60 feet here?
Yep.
You are just within range. As he
Yeah,
holds it
like a
out
cat.
and snaps his fingers, and you watch as a flame emerges in the inside of his palm, and he lobs it as far as he
Alright.
can go.
Let's hope he misses.
20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's exactly, you are exactly within range. You can't move any further than that. Natural 20.
Oh
no.
my gosh. All right,
He dies.
that's gonna be it.
What kind of
say-
fire is this?
The kind that kills Ivern's dad.
No, it isn't. That one was much, much stronger. My dad was super cool.
Firebolt.
You take 26 points of fire damage
Whew. Well,
on that crit. As the flame is lobbed straight towards you and impacts you in the small of the back, alighting your cloak and scorching the fur underneath of it for just a second before you put it out.
dang. All right, that's 4. So that's 0.
And you watch as he screams out to you, "I know what you look like!"
Knock yourself out.
Meow, meow, hiss.
Meow.
I thought,
His cat survives a fireball. Meow.
right. That's all you're gonna hear is her meow. So,
So you run back to the group.
right.
I'll say for the purposes of this, he's not going to chase you out. You watch as he watches you go, and then turns and lumbers back inside the mansion.
All right. Well, I almost died, or went unconscious at least, but that was fun.
So you meet back up with Roderick and Alarin.
Almost dead, mind you. Yeah. It's Solvy. I know where they're at, but I'm hurt. Yeah, this hurts.
I mean, do you think he'll be keeping guard of wherever they were?
They're gonna do something if we don't act soon. But I am in no shape to do anything at this point.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Tia.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4. It's not gonna help a whole lot, but better than nothing. Oh, 10. Sorry, I'm stupid. 10
10 hit
healing.
points. All right, puts me at 14.
Fuck it up. I'm gonna cast a second one.
Sure.
That's 8 healing.
8 healing. That puts me at 22 out of 30.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
All right. So you found where they were?
Yeah, I found where they were, but there was like this weird demonic creature with like a giant hand.
That's Isaac. He's human besides his arm.
That's Isaac?
Hmm.
Then yeah, that'll be him. So as soon as you go upstairs, the first hallway to the right, they're down that hallway. I was checking the very last door there, and then that guy just came out of one of the rooms closest on my right when you go down the hallway. And then there's also the Burgermeister or Master. Always say Meister. And then his 2 dogs. I think Malin's still talking in there though, but he should be probably done.
Hope he can hold his own then.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So speaking of, Malin, as the Burgomaster exits the room, with your passive perception of 13, you hear him get out into the doorway and begin walking off before someone stops him. And you hear
fuck.
muttered whispers. Are you doing anything?
They're out of my sight, right?
Yeah, the door is closed. You are shut in here.
I've got my hand behind my back and I'm doing the somatic aspects of casting a thunder wave.
Hmm.
And I just whisper under my breath to just prepare to fuck it. Like I'm doing the hand signals just in case.
Yeah.
Some shit goes afoul.
As you hold your thunder wave, you watch as a figure enters into the room. Actually, a number of them. The first one is the Burgomaster. Reveal this area again. Flanked as always by his 2 mastiffs. He sort of stands back there. And the second is a tall, lumbering man who hides his arm behind his back. And the Burgomaster says, Malin, I don't suppose you've seen a cat around here, have you?
No, your maid or whoever she was brought me straight here after she had me wait by the door.
You wouldn't happen to know about a prison break of any kind, would you?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Make a deception check.
God damn.
Come on,
Dane.
Malin.
Please roll quick.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Pray
I'm glad someone can do it.
I think that 27. 27.
He kind of looks in at you. He rolled pretty well.
Fuck.
And this assassination attempt, it was only proposed to you, as far as you know.
As far as I know, but I don't know who else she may have inquired. Must be pretty desperate if she's asking a bard.
You wouldn't mind if my dog were to give you a sniff, would you? Just to be
go
safe.
so fucking bad. Hold on, let me check something.
I'm prestidigitation the smell off me of Tia.
Let me check something. Fuck, it is a verbal component. I would have to try and stealthily fucking mumble some words, man.
What do you say?
But then I ruin my. Fuck, I'm gonna die.
What'd you do, Melee?
Oh, dude, what's up, dude? Wait, I did have a disguise kit and then I left, so maybe the smell got taken off. I don't know.
I mean, he's asking.
I was like, I mean, sure.
Good. If I find out that you've been lumbering around with a black and white cat, you'll be dead. Come on, boys. And they all leave without requiring for the dog to smell you.
Holy fuck.
God.
Oh, and Malin.
Yes,
see you at the festival.
Lord Burgomaster. What,
Be
what
there.
did he say? I'm sorry, what did he say?
He said, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
Oh, shit. My butthole puckered up so fucking hard. With that, I just take a big gulp and I fucking leave.
And so you do. And so
Let's fucking leave.
about 5 minutes after Tia returns to Alarin and Roderick, you see Malin.
Wait, when I leave, when I go to leave, is the Burgomaster still out in the front?
No, he's back upstairs. All of them back upstairs.
I just want to call, like, if I can leave at the same time that they're up at the stairs.
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to be at the bottom of the stairs and I want to look up and say, oh, and I don't know how to fucking say this. Baron Vargas. About what we discussed earlier, I would have no problem during the festival singing your praises about how much better than the devil you are. After all, I am a teller of tales.
I've got my eye on you, Malin. Don't disappoint me.
I kind of bow.
And he leaves back up, and you see the bald-headed guy, who now you can see the infernal arm around, is kind of giving you a real mean evil eye. And so Malin leaves, and as you guys watch him rejoin the group, he's all tensed up.
Let's
like
go.
fists balled.
I have like this awkward fart that comes out that's really high pitched.
And as you rejoin the group, that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Whew.
God.
Damn.
Well done, you guys. I mean, Tia fucked up a shit ton of those rolls, but still.
I gotta say, I thought about this when I was in the thick of the shit. I could have just given my yarn of alarm to someone and been like, "Hey, hurry up and like, whatever you got to do to get in contact with this. I'm gonna tie a piece of string around my fingers, and when I pluck it, that lets you know I'm with the Burgermeister. Burgermeister, I'm gonna say it.
That could have been a cool idea.
I know. I thought about it after. I was like, oh, I was looking through my inventory. I was like, I totally could have used that for this.
You guys did really well there.
It
I'm
worked pretty
impressed.
We almost died.
I was like, I'm gonna have to thunderwave some dogs, man.
So, that's it for Curse of Strahd. Ever. That's it. Last episode. No, we'll see you guys in the new year for the next session. In the meantime, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. Hope you have a good one, and obviously a Happy New Year. And I mean, as we wrap up 2022, I have to say, let's keep making stories together. Bye, everybody.
Bye.